Hey everyone, welcome in. It's day 2, no 4 actually. Day 4 of Date Everything? No, wrong game. Man, that's a strong start today. Day 4 of Doki Doki Plus. Okay, so I have an idea. So first of all, we're gonna reset the stuff. So we are back on scratch 1. Before we go into the side stories and everything, I want to test something. You know, I went to sleep last night and I was like, damn, I really need to find like a secret ending or whatever. And I kind of realized that I never tried to delete the characters before the game actually starts. Like, I tried to delete the backups, I tried to delete certain files and whatever. And I want to see if I'm able to delete the characters right away. And see if that has any, you know, change to, you know, Monica being a dumb woman. You know? So, we're gonna be deleting all characters before we start here, and then we're gonna see what happens. So, we reset this, are back here, and then we are going to go ahead and delete everyone right away. Unable to delete Natsuki. I was able to delete Monica, but not Natsuki. Huh? Is that because I deleted Monica right away? Hold on. Should I have not deleted Monica? Should I have deleted everyone else instead? Let's see what happens. Like, we didn't start the game yet, and we deleted Monica. Huh. Please enter your name. Let's start with Lucas today. Because why not? Oh. We cannot skip this. This is new. What? This... What is this? Oh no. No. This cannot be it. This cannot be all there is. I've been half-work for a little bit. Tadia, yeah, you do your stuff, Jules. No, don't worry about it. What is this? What am I? Make it stop. Please make it stop. Okay. Okay, hold on. So, we deleted Monica, which made Sayuri the entity again. If you remember, when Monica got deleted when we finished the game, Sayuri ended up being the entity thing. Maybe that's because? I'm not sure. Yeah, now all characters are gone. So it just deleted the game, I guess. What happens if I start again? Set this... Oh, end. Okay. Oh. Okay. You really needed to rub that one in again, huh? Try again. Okay, I guess they really needed to rub it in that Sayuri offs herself. Interesting. I guess we reset again. Also, there's stuff missing here, no? Oh, right, that's the credits. Okay, I guess we restart again. And this time we don't kill Sayuri. Monica right away. Like, we kill everyone else first. And see if we're, you know, alone with Monica and see what happens. I'm so happy this works, by the way. This got us technically an ending, so I'm happy. I guess. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and try to kill everyone but Monica off. See what happens, and then we're gonna go ahead and do that with all other characters too. We do know, though, that if we delete Monica, we cannot delete anyone else. So we have to do Monica at last. I guess. Doki Doki. So let's kill Sayuri. See what happens. Okay, we cannot kill Sayuri. Okay, now we cannot kill anyone. We can only kill Monica? Oh. Oh, okay. Well, that's disappointing. I thought I had something here. Oh, man. I'm so sad right now. Like, there's no other things we can delete. And I'm not gonna look through all the fucking files trying to find like a singular piece of data. I'm not doing that. Well, I guess it's time of the side story then. Time for the side story. Okay, we have Monica and Natsuki with Natsuki and Yuri. We have Natsuki and Monica again. Hey, Volksbegleiter, welcome in. We have Sayuri and Natsuki, we have Yuri and Monica, and we have Natsuki and Yuri again. Okay. So are we going from top to bottom, or what are we gonna do? What time? That's one big fire you did there. Damn. Hey Yumi, welcome in. I hope all is well. Okay, let me see. Where do we start? So do we do Monica? Everything is with Natsuki though, except this one. So let's do the one that is not with Natsuki, and then we gotta see what happens. So let's begin the side story. I hope you all are well, by the way. Am I bothering you? No? Okay, just checking. It's hard to tell since you always look so into it when you're reading. It makes me scared to interrupt. Also, what is the music, dude? Good shit. Nice day for fishing in it. Okay. Well, it's within my expectations to be interrupted when I read here. It's mainly when I'm by myself that I don't like it. Oh, that makes sense. I guess if you're here in the first place, then you're more ready to socialize, even if it takes a little bit of prodding. It's not bad to be social if I let others do the work. So, it can be healthy to put myself in a social environment every now and then. It's mostly difficult when I don't know anyone, or there are too many people, or everyone is being too silly for me to keep up with. Still cutting your lungs out. Oh. Can you get better, man? Chop chop? We don't have time to be sick. The fuck? Come on, Erfolgsbegleiter, you can do better. Yuri glances across the room and at Sayuri and Natsuki. Sayuri has her head cocked back and her mouth open, trying to catch pieces of a cookie that Natsuki is lobbing into the air. But the pieces keep off bouncing off her face and hitting the floor. Maybe I should say something. No need, they just ran out of cookie. What a waste. They have really become good friends, haven't they? I'm happy. Sayuri seems particularly good at making that happen. But the two of them are both on the energetic side, so I suppose it works out well. Come to think of it, you and I haven't had any chance to talk one-on-one, have we? Though, that may be partially my fault, since I'm supposed to be the one engaging club members. Not at all. I've probably formed a habit of drawing minimal attention to myself. Except when you just fucking stab yourself like a psycho. Like 3 times. Ugh, Yuri. Never change, or maybe change. Honestly, please do change. The responsibility is equally on me, at least to display some openness to engage. Well, what about during times like lunch? Do you meet up with friends? I just read. Oh. But I like it that way. It feels nice to be carried off again after a morning of classes. Huh. Do you always read fantasy? Oh, not always. I suppose it's all I've read recently, but only because I'm in the middle of this series. There are still 2 more books after this one. I guess those long books suit you well, since you spend so much time reading. Well, fantasy may be my favorite, but after that, I'm more or less indiscriminate to genres. I read anything with depth and maturity. Oh yeah? Even like romance? Well, there are a lot of books that have elements of romance in them. Okay, so, you know, smut, basically. Oh, come on, Yuri, you know what I mean. Monica lowers her voice. It's a guilty pleasure of mine, so I won't tell anyone if you do too. Maybe more when I was in middle school. I mean, I was really lonely and people were mean to me a lot. So I just kind of felt like... Please don't make me think about the past. Sorry, just got super curious. You know, we should totally pick out a romance novel to read. That would be so much fun. Absolutely not. Really? Even if it was just between us? Try asking someone who has no shame, like Natsuki. Ouch! Oh, sorry, I swear I didn't mean that. Well, I guess it was my fault for pressing you. I'm like that for things in my past too. You know, things I feel too embarrassed to re-experience. There's nothing wrong with growing out of things. It happens to everyone. For instance, Natsuki's interest in manga reminds me quite a bit of how intense I used to be about my own interests. It makes me think that she likely grew out of it too. Ugh, Yuri, fuck off. Yuri is probably the least likable characters for me in this game. It's wild. Man, usually I'm actually into characters that are like, you know, holding back and, you know, not being the big talkers and whatever. But she's just a fucking cunt. Jesus. Sorry, I fucking hate her. Hey, you're talking about me? No, we were just... Oh, we were just talking about how our interests have changed over the years. When did you get into manga? Like a couple years ago, I guess. I was already sort of into it before that, but I wasn't really going hard until then. Oh yeah? What was it that inspired you to get more into it? I don't know. I guess. Let me think. It was after I discovered a series that I really liked. I was just like really fed up with a lot of things and I got super into this one series I totally relate to. I guess that I had an edgy phase where I just hated everyone around me and wanted to be by myself. Hey, kind of like Yuri. Monica. Sorry. That is completely wrong, so... Still cool that you both really found your thing. They are almost like opposites, but it sounds like they helped you a lot through hard times. You know it. Oh. Whoa, what the heck? Is that book even bigger than the last one you were reading? It's technically slightly longer, but not very much. How high do you think it would go if you stacked up the whole series? Natsuki estimates by holding her hand high above her head, sizing up an imaginary stack. I should get one of those mangas that's like 50 volumes long, so that I can say I've read more than you. Okay, that's really funny. Yeah, I mean... oh man, I'm not trying to rank the characters or anything, but, you know, Natsuki here, actually above the camera, yeah? Yuri, all the way down. Not that I have the money for that. You buy manga, lady. Do you know how expensive manga books are? Especially if they're like a big series? Please, that would hardly count when your books only have a few words per page. I know, I was just joking. I could never actually read books like yours. It's too boring for me. Actually, I kinda wanna look... Okay. Let's see how much One Piece manga costs these days. Oh, actually, never mind. I remember when they were like $5 here, and now they're like 7. So, actually, I mean, it's like $2 more per book still, but, you know, I remember the times when they were like $5 each. God, I'm old. I could never actually read books like yours. It's too boring for me. Yuri shoots a glare at Natsuki. It is not boring. Chill, I said for me, not for you. I can have my own opinion. I just think it's too convoluted. Sayuri, are those from the floor? Ugh, gross. Also wash your hands before touching any of my books. But my hands aren't dirty. Just do it. The oils are there, even if you cannot see them. Fine. Sayuri trots out the door and Natsuki follows. Yuri, you look a little upset. What kind of nerve does she have to call my hobby boring? You did the same fucking thing with the mangas, you fucking... my interests are getting hurt. Oh, God. Ah. Man, she makes me so angry. Oh man, she makes me so angry. You know, she can talk shit about everyone else and be like, yeah, you know, I know I'm right. And when she's... Oh god, no. Okay, you know what? Let's move on. Well, she did correct herself. Are you trying to make me angry? Are you going all Wesker on me now? Hardly. She was so condescending. I don't mind if she thinks it's not for her. I already understand that it's not for everyone. But she knows well how much these mean to me, so how about just leaving me alone instead of needlessly telling me the things you hate about it? 7 minutes is all I can spare. You know, while she has a point there, there's no, you know, while there is a point there, that not every time everyone has to, you know, talk shit about something someone else likes. Still, if it comes in the conversation naturally like this, there is no harm in stating your opinion when it's actually, you know, while it's in the discussion. It's not like, okay, she just comes in the door and is like, novels suck! You know? It's completely different, but whatever. That makes me angry. I'm sorry, Yuri. You may be right. This won't be the last time people have strong feelings about what they like and don't like. Especially in a literature club, so I should figure out how to mediate discussions to keep them positive and constructive. For the record, I've always been impressed by the level of creativity in your books, and also your ability to go through them so quickly. Thank you. Okay, well, this is something that I'll have to think about and revisit. I'm sure I can have Natsuki find some common ground with you. I hate Yuri and her fake boobs. Common ground isn't necessary. I just wish to be respected. Well, then respect others too, you bitch. Jesus. That then. Either way, I will do my best. I'm skeptical when it comes to Natsuki. I trust you, Monica, but I'm skeptical. Yuri is literally book Twitter, and I despise her. No, she's really, again, like, she can talk smack about everything else and, you know, don't think about that she's doing whatever the fuck everyone else is doing to her too, so... I don't know. Whatever. It makes me angry. This is... Okay, everyone. We have a special club meeting today. Of course you do, Herr Volksbegleiter. As you know, the Literature Club is a place where we get to share things that we're really passionate about. But that also means we should be mindful of how we respond to each other's feelings. I think we have a chance to turn our differences into positive energy for each other. Aren't you being a little dramatic about this? This is important to me. Let's like, oops, yeah. It's probably just those socks, you know. It's like in the sitcoms, always they're stuffing socks into the bras and pants and whatever, just to make it look big. Well, sorry. I just feel like I'm being accused or something. No, I'm not accusing anyone of anything. I'm sorry if I came off that way. but our conversation yesterday made me reflect on the power of language, and I thought it would be a good topic for the literature club. Don't you think? I'm sure we're going to have differences in opinion a lot, so I need to make sure we're prepared to keep a positive atmosphere. If you say so. Sure. The cool thing about language is that it gives us a lot of different ways to express the same idea or emotion. We have a lot of control over how we want the other person to feel when receiving our thought. This goes for poetry, narratives, casual conversation, basically anything. For example, Sayuri, what's your favorite food? I have them organized by category. Should I start with snacks or do you mean full meals? Should I include breakfast? Oh jeez. Okay, how about your favorite fruit? That's easy, cherries! Really? I always thought cherries tasted nasty. What? Cherries are delicious. Whoa, that's a pretty strong reaction. Well, I just don't understand how somebody could think cherries are nasty. I know what Monika's doing. How does it make you feel? Cherries do? No, I don't think they do, but you know, it's fine. I can understand how that's not everyone's. I don't know, sad? Defensive, maybe? Yeah, I got defensive. See, the reason you had such a strong reaction wasn't just because I don't like cherries. It's because you felt like your opinion was under attack. Still loves them? Yeah, I guess so, yeah. And maybe next time I visit, like after December, I should come over when it's cherry season. So like, our neighbor has like, not even our neighbor, we even in the garden where we have our chickens, we have like a huge fucking cherry tree. And I could just bring you like 10 kilograms of cherries if you want. Like most of them get eaten by the birds and stuff, so, you know, might as well. But that's weird, right? Something like taste is completely subjective. Don't bring 10 kilograms, Steam can't eat that much. Challenge accepted. No. I mean, that was obviously an exaggeration. Like, I cannot bring 10 kilograms of cherries with me when I visit you guys. But when I say something like, I think cherries are nasty, I'm using objective language. I'm challenging Sayuri's reality that cherries are delicious with my own, which is that cherries are nasty. Wait, hold on. How is that objective when you just said it was your own opinion? It has to do with the way our brains interpret the words. You're talking about the reality of the cherries, not your feelings about them. Like Sayuri. Let's rewind for a second and pretend I didn't tell you that I think cherries are nasty. Good. So what if instead of that, I said like, I've tried cherries and they're not for me. It's not the kind of flavor I enjoy. But that's fine. As long as you don't call them nasty. Nasty is a nasty word. Okay, so cherries was kind of a weird example, but I think it gets the point across. This time around, instead of talking about the cherries, I just talked about my feelings, and Sayuri didn't get defensive. So instead of clashing with each other, it's like we received an invitation to talk about our differences. Yuri, you don't need to take notes. I'm not gonna quiz you or anything. I know that. I was just... Sorry, I didn't mean to call you out. You can do whatever you like. But does anyone have any thoughts so far? I mean... yeah, I guess. Natsuki literally expressed her feelings and Yuri was being her bitchy self about it. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I guess that's why we're doing this, right? To make them learn about it and maybe they change, who knows? Well, you don't have to. The choice is yours on how you want to come across. I'm only suggesting it as a tool to help turn your differences into a positive experience, rather than an argument. Like, I like the idea behind this, but, you know... even if you're trying to be objective most of the time, people still being pissy about it. Like, that's just how it is. Tell me how you really feel, Jules. Whatever you say, cherry hater. Oh, come on. Sayuri, I actually like cherries. I was just saying that to help demonstrate. What the heck? I've been duped. Oh, sorry. I'll make it up to you later. How about cherry sundae? You're welcome to dupe me anytime, my beloved president. Buying your people's loyalty. How deplorable. Like you would turn down a free sundae, Yuri. You were certainly a fan of those cupcakes I brought the other week. That was, I mean... I was reading and not keeping track of them. Oh, that's enough. We're getting off topic. So now that we have the gist of it, how about we try it with something more relevant to the club? Like manga, right? Let's try to have a productive discussion about our differences in opinion. Yuri, do you want to start? Okay, let's... you know, instead of slowly bringing Yuri in to maybe, you know, make her think about what she's doing wrong, you know, by other people going in with a good example first, Monica is like, no, fuck you. Off in the cold water with you. Which I, you know, it's fine because fuck Yuri, but still. Well, I'd rather not now. How come? Well, because I don't see how anything productive can come from that. It's just going to start a fight. No, it'll be fine. That's why I am here to moderate. Let's just have a calm and rational discussion. Yeah, give me a little more credit. I'm not a child, you don't have to coddle my feelings. I always think it's more respectable to just speak your mind. Respectable? Yuri's expression changes at that word. As Monica recalls, being respected was the crux of the matter for Yuri. Well, the point of the exercise isn't exactly like, it's fine. I have nothing against anyone personally. You're entitled to enjoy whatever it is you like. I just prefer more depth and nuance in my reading material. I look for stories that are imaginative and sophisticated beyond the surface level. You know, she started alright here, and then everything went down the gutter again. Like, you know, it started with, yeah, okay, you know, it's not my kind of deal. And then she continued on, well, it's dumb shit. I don't read dumb shit, you know? Like, come on. Girl. Well, that's just a misunderstanding then. I thought you were gonna say that manga's for children or something, like I don't hear enough of that. But there's plenty of deep manga. I'm not clueless about manga. I've read my own fair share when I was younger. What? Are you serious? How come you never told me? I also hate the word entitled, it makes it sound so snobby and arrogant. Because I'm past that point in my life, and I really prefer not to revisit it. I prefer more mature things now. Excuse me? Okay, hold on. Can I jump in here? Yeah, please, Monica, do. Let's try to keep things subjective. Because if you imply that manga is immature, then aren't you implying that someone is immature for being into it? Yes, please. Don't bring out the knife now. Well, maybe it's immature to judge people for having different tastes than you. Natsuki. Nobody's immature. I mean... I've read Natsuki's manga and Yuri's fantasy, and I love them both in their own way. You know, that's again Sayuri trying to fix things, I guess. Okay. It's great that you like it, but I still find it boring. Boring isn't subjective. Okay, it bores me. That's subjective. But, I mean, the thing about... This is ridiculous. Do you see why I didn't want to participate in this? I knew it was going to make people upset. Well, you started it. Jesus fucking Christ. I hate that, man. Okay, I really need to look up after we're finished here what the fandom thinks of Yuri. If they're like, okay, you know, Yuri is the best and Natsuki is just a fucking child kind of deal. I really want to know what the fandom... Not that I actually care about the fandom or anything yet, or ever, actually. But it would be interesting to see how distorted or not the fandoms. This is a goon again. I mean, like, you think so? I'm not upset because boobs. I mean, I guess. Yeah, again, I'm still very interested to see how the general consensus on Yuri is. Like, we haven't probably seen everything of her, but what we've seen so far, you know, I hate it. Like I said, I don't care what other people think. But I always got the impression that you secretly looked down upon me, so I'm glad my suspicions were confirmed. You know it. Okay, fair enough. That is not true at all. You're making assumptions. Oh, and you're not making assumptions, Yuri, huh? Okay. You cannot blame me for getting defensive when nobody ever has the least bit of respect for the things I'm into. Oh, Yuri! Why did we start with this fucking story again? Oh, man. I wanna throw shit. I wanna throw shit, I swear to God. That is... Thank you, Jules. I appreciate that one. Oh, man. Ooh. It's been a long time since a character actually got me right up like that. I think. The only thing I look down upon is when people make fun of me for just being myself and trying to mind my own business. Uh-huh. Tell me more, Yuri. Have you looked in the mirror? Thank you, Natsuki. She actually is the one brain cell in this game. Fucking hell, I cannot believe this. Natsuki is actually the one brain cell. Tell me again about respect after calling all of my interests immature. You can't... Please stop. Please. You don't mean the things you're saying right now. I get that Sayuri wants everyone to be friends, but this, you know... I feel like this is a conversation that needs to be had. You know? As much as I like Sayuri trying to be all... Wow, okay. I was trying to be more diplomatic about it, Jules, but I mean, sure. Let's just be friends. I didn't mean for this to happen. Well, it did. So please don't invite yourself to try and solve other people's problems next time, okay? Yuri's piercing words sent the clubroom into a choked silence as she gathers her things. She leaves. Good. No. Holy crap. I've never heard her sound like that before. She must be so pissed. Well, you weren't very nice either, so... Dude. I think Natsuki... Oh, Jesus. I think Natsuki didn't do anything wrong here. Am I wrong in thinking that? Like, she pointed out how Yuri is a fucking cunt. Yuri got mad because she got called out, and now she's like, you know, I'm gonna get my knives. Or whatever. Okay, that sounded terrible, but you know what I mean. Man. I was just saying. How did this happen? It's my fault. Yuri wasn't wrong. What the fuck are you talking about? Shouldn't have tried to moderate a conflict when I know how bad I'm at dealing with conflicts. Okay, hold on. Hold on a second. Maybe? There we go. I just love the... they just want to serve Mrs. Boobalicious Boobling Boob Girl who cries about every little thing. But that is, I found that very, that's a very good quote, I think. It was a very stupid thing for me to do. Also, hey, welcome in, Cotton. It's nobody's fault, and it wasn't stupid. Everyone in the club is a nice person. Nobody would have expected this. Oh, that message from Cotton was like half an hour ago. Oops. Yikes. It's really hard for me to check up on YouTube chat. I'm actually trying, but it's... For whatever reason, it doesn't look as good as the Twitch chat, and, you know, it goes weird ways. I just didn't see the message. Oops. Everyone in the club is a nice person. Nobody would have expected this. Okay. I think they are living in their own universe right now. But I guess we're sensitive about the things we really love. A lot of streamers have this issue. Yeah, it's really weird because, you know, YouTube chat resets after every stream, you know? So it's basically a completely new chat, so it's completely empty and everything. And it doesn't have any color for the chatters. It starts going from down to up, which is a bit weird because usually stuff that's first goes on top. So, yeah, and it doesn't have that there's like a pop-up that says welcome to live chat, and, you know, it just is there all the time. So you're just not checking it, I guess, so... It's just a bad chat, actually, I think. I wonder if you can change that, like... Okay, that's the thing I need to check out after stream, sorry. Like, if you can have, like, a Twitch chat layout for the YouTube chat, so I can actually see it. Like, I don't want a third-party program, because fuck those guys, actually. But, you know, anyhow. Moving on. Dude, come on, guys, we are being emotional here. We cannot talk about technical issues and stuff. Come on. Honestly, she kind of brought it up on herself. Like I said, I don't care if you're not into manga, but if you actually look down on other people for it, that's kind of the point I was trying to make in the first place. It's not about sugarcoating things. It's about just recognizing and understanding our differences. Okay, but here's the thing about that. Yuri actually looks down on me. It has nothing to do with her word choice or anything like that. So I see what you were trying to do, but I really think the problem here is her. Not just like the way we talk to each other, right? I mean, Yuri isn't like that. She's a lot sweeter than you're giving her credit for. Yeah, she's really sweet. I'm sure she'll be reflecting on this. I actually think everyone should. It'll be fine. I'll figure something out. Wow, I'm just like saying that instinctively. I'm just setting myself up to cause more problems. This wasn't your fault, Monica. You didn't have to beat yourself up over it. If you ask me, it's good that the truth finally came out. Because I can just move on now. But... it's fine, I promise. Let's just get out of our mind of this, okay? In fact, it's a good opportunity to read some manga, without having to worry about feeding Yuri's superiority complex. I mean, it's... First things first, it's Yuri's fault. Like, overall. Especially since she's, you know, resistant about actually learning on how to treat people. You know, expecting to be treated better than she's treating others or whatever. Then, after that, obviously, Monica, you know, enabled all of this to happen again. But then again, it comes back to Yuri, so, you know. Don't be mean. I'll talk or read manga or whatever you want, but don't be mean to my friends, okay? Sorry. I'm just bitter. Everything will be okay. I mean, I don't have the answers, but... I at least know that we are all good people and don't want to hurt each other. This will be a learning experience. Monica says that, but her uneasiness is given away by how much she has to force the reassuring tone in her voice. Yeah, I mean, then again, Sayuri has her own pile of shit to work through, honestly. Like, she's been working her ass off to everyone be friendly and whatever, and she brought people together all the time, and she's just heading back to the one resort she knows that usually works. So I can understand that part at least. Like, it's basically just a reflex for her, I think. Just trying to fix things with a band-aid and be like, okay, we're all friends now, everything's fine. So, sure, it's not the right approach, but then again, she has her own shit to go through, you know? It's just a fucking mess everywhere. As Sayuri and Natsuki proceed to distract themselves with manga, Monika sighs to herself, unable to shake her worried thoughts. Will the club really have to just come to terms with the fact that some members will be incompatible with each other? Monoko? No. Monika desperately doesn't want to admit that, and she knows Sayuri doesn't either. But for once, a solution doesn't seem to be in sight. Okay, that was side story 1, I guess. We got a new mail. Character discrepancy. Having run the control simulation for a while, it's evident that a certain character is missing from any mention or appearance. This makes me speculate that Monika's meddling is less clumsy than we think, because she would have had to manufacture this character herself, as a way of forcing interaction between her and the user. Could that be why the character has such limited and dissonant personality traits? Why am I reading too much into this? I'll open an issue and start tracking blah, okay. Okay. Monoko is far better than all of these people, obviously, duh. No question at all. Okay, reflection part 2. Let's get it over with. Okay, so... Okay, guys. Here's how we are gonna do this. Okay? Listen up. We're gonna be doing reflection part 2. We're gonna do self-love part 1 and 2, because reasons. And then we're gonna do understanding part 1 and 2. Simply because those are the only ones where Yuri is one of the quote-unquote main characters. So we got them out of the way. We're doing Yuri and then everything else after. Sound like a plan? Okay, let's go. It's a new day. Yes, it is. Sayuri arrives at the clubroom earlier than usual. That is, not late. As she enters, it appears to be empty still. So she sits down at a desk and pulls out a sheet of paper, primed to jot down her thoughts. Sayuri has made a habit of scribbling her thoughts and feelings onto paper whenever possible, as it tends to serve her best inspiration for poetry. Also, I want to state that I realize that our character, so us, basically, we're just watching this. Like, we're not as a physical body in the classroom, like we being, you know, the main character and whatever. We're just being told this story, so the whole thing with the main character didn't happen yet. So this is just Monika playing through the simulation, basically. If I understand that right. I want to work on D&D, but my brain is tired. Yeah, I mean, tired brain is doing tired brain things. It tends to happen, right? My heart feels vacant because the ship sailed away. If our character would be here, would say a bunch of stupid shit, yeah, and, you know, the girls would be all horny again. I guess. And the main character too. Mostly the main character, but, you know, the girls are really horny too. Yo! Yeah! Natsuki! Natsuki pokes her head out from behind the closet door. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. But it would have been a lot more awkward if I didn't say anything. I doubt you want me to listen. I doubt you want me listening in your poetry thing. Yeah. Thanks for realizing that. Should I let you finish that up then? Oh, no, it wasn't. I mean, I just do whenever it's convenient. You're not interrupting. Where's Monika, by the way? Oh, she's out in the hallway. Huh? Why? Well, just in case she runs into Yuri. Sometimes Yuri is too nervous to come into the clubroom by herself, so... Oh. Jeez, does Yuri really let things bother her for that long? She cannot control her feelings. For some people it's really hard to cope when you get a bad thought in your head. Maybe you can distract yourself a little while. But as soon as it's you, just you and your thoughts again, it comes back. I just want us to have a normal club meeting. It's a lot easier to pretend like it never happened if we all just ignore it and move on. I don't want to be bothered by this. It's so stupid. Her opinion on me doesn't matter anyway. Besides, it makes me feel really guilty, and I hate that too. It's okay to have feelings. It just doesn't make you weak. Let's figure this out together. Fine. Yeah, it's not healthy, but, you know... Like, if it's the end of the road, you know... I guess... Trying the professional route, at least for a while, can maybe sort things out long enough to actually work on it again or whatever, but... Only because you're good at this stuff. Let's try to come up with a happy scene. Maybe that will help us understand where your bad feelings are coming from. Well, I was happy the way things were, before we had to have that conversation yesterday. What part of the conversation made you upset? Was it Yuri being mean about the manga? Maybe. I doubt it though. Because my friends and other people make fun of manga all the time. Why don't just brush it off and ignore them? But something about really got to me this time. And I hate that I'm letting that happen. Is it because it came from Yuri? No, why would that matter? I mean, well, maybe. I just hate that she thinks she's much better than me, just because she likes to pretend to be all sophisticated. Yeah, that's what it is. At least other people decide that they don't like me, or manga, or whatever. But Yuri acts like she's too good to go, to even give it a chance. I'm sorry. Everyone deserves a chance. Yeah, exactly. I totally didn't read boobs instead of books. Okay, never mind. Would you give Yuri's books a chance? Oh, nice dialogue when Sayuri is still alive? Yes. Yes, new dialogue. Goes Zoid. Stories. There you go. I'm assuming you cannot hear me because uni, so, you know. Huh, after this? Obviously not. What about before this? Well, I would until I got bored, which wouldn't take very long. You're home for lunch? You're going home for lunch from uni? Damn. I would never do that. Like, having to go outside the house again to go back to the uni, that would be absolutely annoying. We didn't have any R yet. I mean, I overread some of them. I got a 2 hour. Okay, 2 hours. Okay, that's 2 hours is more than enough. Okay. I was like, okay, if it's an hour, up to an hour, I would never go home. But if it's a 2 hours, then whatever. I see. But you know, I like Yuri's books. Yeah, but you like manga more, right? Sayuri shakes her head. I like them both. I like them in different ways, but I like them both. I mean the manga, it's really honest and fun and easy to just let go with. And the fantasy has a lot to interpret and uncover, and it's really rewarding to have some good quiet time together with it. But the most important thing is that both the manga and the fantasy are true to themselves. So I love them both. And I think there's room for both of them to be in the same club together. And I just feel like maybe they have more in common than you would think. How do you get along with everyone so well? I always get into fights with people. Like, first it was with Monica, when I was new to the club. You fought with Monica? How? Tell me all about it. And then it was you, and now it's Yuri. Okay, I can give you a tip, Lucas. Don't do puzzles. At least not when Jules is around. And I'm always like, oh, that person is such a jerk. And if they just realized that, then we could at least get along. But nobody else has this problem. I just keep running away from the reality. That everybody's just a jerk to me because nobody likes me. And I don't know why, and I don't know what to do about it. Puzzles suck in general, but that's not Lucas' fault. Sure. I mean, we all know whose fault it is, right? It's always, this one's fault.
Cryptid, this is all your fault, man!
There you go. I don't know what's wrong with me. I hate that she's... Okay, so the one time Natsuki actually opens up, we are like absolutely memeing in chat, and I hate it. Like, the one time Natsuki is actually like, okay, you know, I want to work through that. I wanna forget the bleed, damn it. Yeah, yeah. Oh, that clip is awesome. I wish Jimbo still streamed, but, you know, it happens. I hate it. Natsuki. Sairi puts a comforting hand on Natsuki's shoulder. You're a wonderful person. You deserve to be loved as much as everyone else. Everyone has different ways they like to communicate, you know? And sometimes that makes it harder for us to understand each other. Ooh, 2 magpies? Nice. I think that sometimes we get lucky and make friends who are really good at the same kinds of communication. And it feels like you magically connect with them. But other times, even if both people are really nice, it's easy for them to misunderstand each other or to get the communication wrong. It's sometimes something that Yuri struggles a lot with too. It can be really hard. It takes a lot of like reflection and self-awareness and vulnerability. I'm bad at that one. Vulnerability. I always have to be the strongest. What do you mean? Oh, are we getting some lore? Some juicy lore? Lore emotes? No? Anyone? No? Gotta do it myself? Okay, there you go. Juicy lore. Tell me about that part of you. Well, it sounds stupid, but I'm really used to people being mean to me. Like my friends, and I guess my dad, like when I don't get good grades, or even stupid things like if my room isn't clean. So what I'm gonna do? Cry about it? Twitch delay, you bitch. If I let myself get upset, then it's just letting them win. I'm better than that. I'm better than all of them. So things always have to be everyone else's fault. It feels like if something goes wrong and there's even a tiny hint that it might be my fault, then I just get really angry and I find ways to blame everything else instead. Do you see yourself as better than Yuri? I mean, you totally are, by the way. If I said that, then I would just sound really full of myself. No. Our thoughts and our feelings are two different things. Even if we don't like our feelings, we have to understand them if we want to learn more about themselves. That's a part of vulnerability, you know? Accepting that we have feelings that we don't like. I hate that. My feelings make me a bad person. Because my feelings just want to tell me that I'm so much better than her. That she's a judgmental you-know-it-all who's stuck in her edgy phase and that I'm just way above that garbage. But I'm terrible for feeling that way. You're not terrible. You are not your feelings. But you are not your feelings. Say that to yourself out loud. Fine. I am not my feelings. The way that I like to picture it is that those feelings are like your roommate. You live in the same house and you gotta see each other every day. And even if you can ignore each other most of the time, you're gonna run into each other every now and then, and it's gonna make you feel like poop. So the other option is to get to know each other. You can communicate and learn from each other, and maybe even help each other change for the better. Does that help you understand? How do you know so much about this stuff? I just have a roommate that can be really hard to get along with. Called depression. Depression? But you're like the happiest person I know. I am not my feelings. Okay, you know what? I think with this line we have to take our first break. I feel like this is a two-sided, you know, two sides of a coin, this whole thing. But since Twitch is being Twitch, we need to take our break now. So I will be seeing you all in about 3 minutes. And after that we can talk about I am not my feelings. Alright? I'll see you all in 3 minutes. Take care. Alright guys, we're back. We are back. Okay, so I'm gonna write it down, Lucas. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna edit or not, but you know, I'll just write it down for now. Doki Doki Metal. I'm not gonna call it Doki Doki Baby. It's Doki Doki Metal. Okay. Moving on. I am not my feelings. I wonder if they, you know, if they add the other side of things about, no point in adding it after we're done with this game? Why? Like, I have Valhalla in here, I have, like, you know, a million other game music in there. Like, we might as well just listen to it while, you know. I mean, if you don't want it in there, then then I just delete it again, fine. Okay. So the other side of things about this, I am not my feelings, is also that you just start bottling up shit. If you not deal with the feelings, though. So that's the other side of things, you know? I am very much my feelings, and my feelings tell me to punch Yuri. Honestly, you know what? Works, I guess. Like... yeah, I don't know. It's tough. I'm not my feelings can be so many things. I like that they try to show it that the positive side of I'm not my feelings, but then again, suppressing your feelings because you don't like what they are is not necessarily the way to go to. So, you know, like anything in life, it's always the fucking balance. I know it's a boring thing, but, you know, it's always the balance. Yeah, yeah, exactly. We see how it negatively affects Sayuri. Yes. And, you know, the same thing probably for Yuri too. Like when Yuri starts stabbing herself again, because she cannot handle the whole, you know, stuff. Oh, you little sweetheart. We're all good people. You and Yuri and Monica. And I think Yuri will eventually learn that about you. Natsuki remained silent, feeling a little overwhelmed. Despite Sayuri's kind reassurance, a complicated mixture of pain and sadness seems to fill her, as though flowing from a wound inside her. Was it a result of her vulnerability? No. It wasn't as though she was inflicted a wound after becoming vulnerable. It was as though she began to rediscover an old wound, one that cannot simply be bandaged or left alone any longer. So we aren't good people? No. Ever. Who are you punching? Oh no, you're just buying again. Okay. Do you think Yuri is coming back and you need more punches? That's what's happening. I mean, we still have a lot of side story to go. Oh, that's a new background. Damn. Why can I not remove the dialogue box? Usually I was able to remove the dialogue box with the right click, but... man... Yuri, what are you doing all the way over here? I was looking for you. Hey, please don't yell at me. Okay, I'm gonna wait for you. You know what? Do your thing, I'm gonna check my mails or whatever. Come on, before he disappears again. Oh no, not the smooch. Lucas. I'm hodling. Further to the right. You stroked her hair. And this is the best. This is the best addition to the stream ever. I mean, now she has a red forehead. That counts, okay. Moving on. Please don't yell at me. Oh, I'm not going to yell at you. I just wanted to say that I'm sorry about what happened yesterday. It was unfair for me to put everyone on the spot like that. Next time, I won't just try to jump in and solve everyone's problems. I guess it's a bad habit of mine. Oh yeah, that definitely counts. Ow! What the... Ow! Man! Oh, that hurt. Okay. You're not mad at me? I thought you were the one mad at me. I was so awful yesterday. I wish the preview and the thingy would reload so I could actually aim. F5? The Twitch stream, maybe? That should do it. Yuri calls up, recalling the details of the argument. I cannot even have a normal conversation without saying something wrong and making everyone upset. Hold on, that's not what happened at all. Let's talk about this, okay? No, you don't. You shouldn't get ads. I'm running the ads, so you don't have the ads when you join in again. That's like the whole point of the not doing ads thing. Hold on. I'm 90% sure I turned off ads shenanigans. That is the sole reason I'm not doing the fucking... Disable pre-roll ads when I run ads. Yeah, you shouldn't get ads when you reload. You still get an ad? The fuck? That is not right.
Mwah.
Pre-roll ads for... Yeah, it's off. The fuck? Yeah, it shouldn't give you ads. That's really weird. I have to look that one up. Okay, sorry about that. Let's talk about this, okay? Yuri pauses for a second, then manages a nod. Monika takes a seat next to her on the staircase. I'm having a lot of negative thought patterns, and I cannot get away from them. That's not gonna be an excuse, though. You're still a fucking cunt. Bake sale? I cannot read whatever that says. Something with home-baked goods. Okay. What kinds of negative thought patterns? Oh, something with a knife and stabbing my heart and, you know, I think twice my belly. And then, you know, laying in the classroom for like 3 days until Natsuki finds me and then, you know, he has a puke and then you come in and... You know, it's the whole thing, Monika. Like everyone hates me. Especially Natsuki. Oh, that's terrible. I don't think Natsuki hates you. How do you know? Well, because... Monika thinks back to the time that she herself found herself in an altercation with Natsuki. And how a display of maturity from Monika was enough for Natsuki to re-evaluate her own feelings as well. I think Natsuki is just naturally defensive. I think she acts mean when she feels the need to protect herself. But you know, she's really not a bad person. In fact, I think she can be really thoughtful and considerate. She just, well... I guess the way it works is that she wants to receive some degree of kindness first, before she feels comfortable returning it. You know, that's bullshit. Can we agree that that's bullshit? Is that just Monika saying what Yuri wants, you know, a way to... Is that just Monika trying to manipulate Yuri in a way to make things work? Or am I reading too much into it? Because this advice is fucking bullshit. It's fucking easy. Don't be a cunt. Don't get cunt treatment. It's not that hard. Jesus. Ow! What the fuck? What did I do? Am I wrong? Am I wrong, huh? Oh, and Monika is full of shit. But that means the burden is on me. And I don't know how to say things that make people like me. Every time I open my mouth, I just... Yuri shakes her head at herself and tucks on her hair. Trying to serve Boobalicious Boob Weekly Boobing Boob Girl. I guess that's her name now. Boobalicious Boob Weekly Boobing Boob Girl. I don't make the rules. It's okay, Yuri. You don't need to beat yourself up. Jules does that for you. No, never mind. I think anyone would like you if they had the chance to get to know you. Nope. Well, unfortunately, the opposite is true. That's why I'm not talkative anymore in the first place. Because everyone used to think I was weird and talk about me behind my back. Nice! That is on point. That's on the nose. Good job. That was perfect. That's just what happens when I draw attention to myself. Natsuki even said she found it more respectable when people speak her mind. So I did, and then she hated me anyway. Oh man, I love how this is a fucking bullying circle now. That was enough to confirm my fears. I wonder if this, for whatever reason ever, this video especially goes into the Doki Doki fandom. You know, my YouTube would explode, guys. Come on, you know, do your job now. Show all the Yuri hate and give me all the subscribers. Let's do it. Please don't. I like the cozy vibe here. We don't do that. But Sayuri and I like you, and we've gotten to know you a lot by now, right? Yuri doesn't seem to have a response. Searching for Doki Doki Discord servers. No, don't. Yeah, please don't, Lucas. I don't think the Gunas want us to hate a boob girl. Yeah, probably not. Then again, you know, if my YouTube's gonna be a cesspool, well, so be it. Gonna just delete it again. It's fine. Hey, what do you think of Natsuki? I don't think about her. Is this going to end up being a fucking romance between those two? Is that what this is leading up to? Thanks for the free interaction. Basically, yeah. That's not what I meant, really. I just... We got our let's go. I was just wondering if you had an opinion of her. I do. What is it? Natsuki seems to bring out the worst in me, and I feel really ashamed of it. I like to think of myself as a fairly sophisticated person. So for someone to just treat me like I'm inferior, despite my tastes... Fucking hate how small her hands are. Yeah, the hand to boob ratio is not right. That's just the worst kind of insult coming from someone like her. Ah! I wanna throw shit. I need like a punching bag in here, just to go bam, you know? I need to get aggressions out. And it makes me think bad things about her. But everyone else seems to like her, so the only explanation is that it's me who's doing something wrong again. Well, instead of... you know, I don't want to keep beating the drum, but... And my feelings about her are wrong. And I'm wrong to get upset over something so childish and inconsequential. No, Yuri. Okay. What about this being another plot? What about this being another plot of Monica to, you know, get some hatred going between the people? You know? Because she's doing a wonderful job with me. Feelings are never wrong. Well, they're not right. That's the thing. Feelings are never right or wrong, you know? They're just a state of being. Nice egg. That we don't always have control over. But that doesn't mean they have to control us. You mean another plot to show her true and unending love for us, exactly. I feel like that's something I learned around when I first started the club. We can hate ourselves for feeling a certain way about things. Or we can, you know, just acknowledge that they exist and try to understand them better. I could never be mad at you for just feeling a certain way. It's about how you handle them. And I think working through feelings is a great opportunity for teamwork. Yuri wears a dejected expression. You make it sound so easy. You're so mature. You're so good with people. I feel like such a child in comparison. Oh, Yuri. I am far from perfect. But these are learned skills. They didn't come natural to me either. It's really hard to like reflect on yourself and separate your feelings from your thoughts. I just want to be a good person. Well, I think it takes a good person to get this far. Okay, Lucas, come on. Do I need to ban you? Don't you need to go back to uni or whatever? Just chew. Fuck off. No, I'm just kidding. That's not good enough. I want to be able to communicate to her. Communicate what? How I feel. How it makes me feel frustrated and upset when she's negative and dismissive of the things that that mean so much to me. And how it reminds me of me. Because I know what it's like to feel misunderstood and angry at everyone. Excuse you, what? You what? Damn. Uh-huh. Wanna dig more of your, you know, it's... oh dear. I know that telling yourself you're better than everyone else is just a defense mechanism. We're just people. Me and all my problematic faves. We're fragile and unstable. But I'm just tired of that getting in the way. I cannot stand it when there's peace, when the peace is disturbed like this. Yeah, you can't focus on your reading when the peace is disturbed, right? Because the literature club should be happy for everyone. Monica looks at Yuri in adoration. I feel like Sayuri must be rubbing off on me, because I really want to hug you right now. Ah, sorry, I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. No, I mean, if you wanted to, then I wouldn't really mind, so... Monica pulls Yuri into a short embrace. You're so gentle. And I love when you communicate your feelings. I feel lucky to get to see that side of you. And I'm sure Natsuki will too. I'm going to write her a letter. Oh, a letter! What a great idea! Just because I'm not good at talking, especially under pressure. Actually, you know, writing, if you cannot verbally do the stuff properly like you want to, you know, that's a good way to do stuff too. Even though I gotta say, you know, looking eye to eye and getting the stuff out is probably more valuable than writing something, but still, if you're just unable to talk, writing is totally fine too. Like, it's just communicate, like, come on. Like, you know? I always let my feelings get the best of me, and I forget to say all the important things, and I say things I don't mean. Well, I think a letter would be wonderful. Such a nice way to communicate. Yuri's face hardens with determination. People don't naturally gravitate towards me like they do for you and Sayuri. My personality just isn't suited for that. And I wouldn't want it to be. Something I've learned is that friendships don't always just magically appear out of thin air. For instance, I never would have seen myself making friends with someone like Sayuri. We're opposite in a lot of ways. But I'm friends with her because she put so much effort into understanding me, so that we can get along. That's not what Sayuri is doing, though. Not really, at least. Like, she's just telling you what you want to hear, to, you know... No, friendships happen when you shoot each other on Overwatch. Man. Those were the times. I think it was the same with you. You both gave me a lot of time and patience. And I wonder if she feels the same way. Natsuki? Yuri nods. I always thought that if I wanted to make more friends, I had to be somebody that I'm not. That there's a type of a person or magical formula I have to follow in order to make someone like me. And that's just like me to think that. Always so occupied with myself that I fail to understand other people. Yuri shakes her head. Friendship happens when you think about the other person. When you offer time and effort to understand them and respect them and trust that they also want to be a good person. That's what I learned through my observations in the literature club. Observations? Monica is caught by surprise. Yuri always kept to herself so much that it's unusual to hear her suddenly talking about the club like this. But Yuri gently smiles to herself. You always let me listen to your thoughts about people. Sayuri too. And it makes me happy because I learn a lot of things. That's so sweet. I had no idea it meant that much to you. Monika never thought much of it, but in the past weeks, Yuri always seemed to be especially attentive when it came to the problems and concern of others. Always wanting to listen and learn more about her friends in the club. Nah. Nah. It's true, Sayuri and Monika are naturally more comfortable with other people, and can more easily work through situations of conflict. But that doesn't make them better people. Everyone has strengths and weaknesses and the capacity to improve. And the first step towards improving ourselves is reflection and self-awareness. It's something that Yuri never gave herself enough credit for, but that Monika can recognize as an incredible trait. And with that, her confidence in the club is restored. Man. Generally, all of this is accurate, but with Yuri, you know, I think that's a, you know... Getting that mindset out of her head is gonna be, you know... Anyway. A very shy girl with long pretty hair is wandering the bustling lunchtime hallways, her fists pressed into her collarbone. When she finds the literature club's president's classroom, she stands at the door, glancing all around her before peering inside. Monika is sitting and chatting with a group of unknown friends. Yeah, as expected, this was a bad idea after all. Suddenly, Monika glances towards the door, making the girl panic and duck out of sight. And Gian, I guess. Take care, Lucas. Thank you for hanging. Good luck at the uni. Before she can regain composure and decide for sure to leave, the classroom door gently opens. Yuri, what a surprise to see you during lunch. Yuri squeaks a response. Please help me. What, is everything okay? Yuri shakes her head. I don't know how to write letters. Thank goodness. I thought there was some kind of emergency. I have to say though that I find these side stories not that great. I know the horror of this game is in Monika fucking everything up at the end. I mean... Again, we haven't played much of the side stories. I like that they're trying to convey the message about communication and, you know, not suppressing your feelings but dealing with them and, you know, in a healthy way and whatever. Sure, it's a nice message to have, but, you know, I think this is not what we are looking for with Doki Doki, I guess, since, as you said, like, I doubt there's gonna be a horror element to it at the end. Maybe there will be, but, I know. I feel like the game is trying to be more than what it is. I guess so? Again, I'd have to see the other side stories too, like, maybe this is the one heavy emotional package situation feelings shit stuff, you know? Who knows? Maybe the other ones are more, you know, going into the lore between the friendships of each other that is not, you know, you hurt my feelings, I will hurt your feelings, you know? That kind of shit. So yeah, we'd have to see what the other ones are. Monika briefly glances over her shoulder at her other friends. Do you want some help? We can go find an empty classroom or something. Is that okay? I feel bad taking you away from your friends. It's totally fine, I promise. We weren't really doing anything. One sec. Monika trots back into her classroom, saying something like, I gotta go, to her friends. Then grabs a pen off her desk before returning to Yuri. Okay, let's find somewhere quiet. Yuri nods and follows Monika as the two of them set off. How are you today? Me? Well, yes. Gosh, sorry. I was just caught off guard. Should we do that, our streamer laugh now? Our real laugh? Love that. I'm doing well today, I'm just tired. I never seem to get enough sleep during the week. How come? Oh, I don't know, I think I'm just easily distracted. I get really sucked into things and start neglecting the time. Me too, I do that too. Hey, this classroom is empty, let's go in there. After peering inside, Monika opens the classroom door and the two of them enter. Yuri's moment of relaxation ends. She watches as Monika pulls 2 chairs up to the same desk, then obeys as Monika beckons her to take a seat. She stares down at the empty desk. You nervous? I don't want to do this. We don't have to. We can come up with something else. Yuri shakes her head. It's my chance to do something good. I need to take initiative. Oh, she must be really determined. What is with the fucking determination too? Like, man, come on. We got it. I know how hard it is to step out of your comfort zone. I'll be sure to encourage you. Yuri pushes through her anxiety and grabs a handful of lined paper from her notebook. Then she picks up her pen. Hey, you're left-handed, that's neat. Ah! Yeah. Now I don't have to worry about bumping your arm. Monika playfully rubs her shoulder against Yuri's. Sorry, I'm just being silly, I guess. I wish I could right-click still. Like, they removed the ability for me to right-click to remove the text box and look at the picture, you know, itself, but, you know. Anyway, how about we start by listing the different things you want to say to her? Oh. Yuri thinks. I feel embarrassed all of a sudden. Oh, it's okay. How about some of the things you said to me yesterday? But... never mind, I guess I'll try. Yuri thinks for a moment longer, her tension evident. Then she writes the word reflection. This is about my reflection on our behavior. The key question is why we act like this towards each other, but have been able to separately be friends with Thayo and Monika. That's me! Yes, it is. So, it's a me, Monika! That's bullshit, dude. Yuri thinks. I've been able to befriend the two of you because you've taken the time to understand my needs and respect my interests. Uh-huh. The same goes for Natsuki too. We started off as pretty hostile to each other because I was so worried about getting what I wanted. But she just wanted to be respected more than anything else. Once I stopped making it all about me, she was able to do the same. I want to do that too. So, what kind of things do you want to do for her? I want to do the same things for her that I like to receive. I like it when people respond positively to the things I talk about and not just brush me off. I like it when my feelings are taken seriously. And I like when you and Sayuri trust that I want to be a good person, even when I'm not doing a good job at it. Let's write those things down. Okay. Yuri writes some things down. I think the most important thing to remember here is that Natsuki is feeling vulnerable, so we should make sure that the letter puts her first. It's hard when you're feeling hurt, but it never helps to just tell someone all the things they're doing wrong. That do be a good point though. I think first you have to make sure that they know you're ready to respect them and listen to them, and admit the things that you feel you could do better. Then finally, you ask what you would like in return. How does that sound for the structure? It would be 3 paragraphs, 1 for each of those points. I like that. My thoughts were so disorganized and I had no idea how to come up with any kind of structure. You're so amazing at these things. Oh, stop. You've done so much more than I have, you know? You spend so much time reflecting and being open-minded. That's the hardest thing for anyone to do. All I'm doing is helping you put it on a piece of paper. So I think you are the amazing one. Monika gives Yuri's hand a quick squeeze. But as she lets go, she's caught by surprise when Yuri calls her finger to hook Monika's hand in place. For a while they sit like that in silence, save for the occasional scratching of Yuri's pen against the paper. Yesterday you told me something that I'm thinking about a lot. What was that? The thing about how feelings aren't right or wrong, and that they're just a state of being we need to come to terms with. It made me think about how a person's behavior isn't always just how they decide to be. It's also made up of their past experiences and their insecurities. I think that helps me see other people as actual people, rather than as insignificant side characters who are out to get me somehow. Is that how you felt about Natsuki? Yuri nods. But in reality, everyone is always trying their best, and everyone wants to be happy. Monika peers over at Yuri's paper, but to her surprise, Yuri pulls it closer, partially covering it with her arm. I have to be able to read it. I have to be able to read it to help out, you know. It's okay. My thoughts are a lot more organized now after being able to talk to you about it. Now that I'm actually putting it on paper, I realize I'd prefer others not to read it. Yuri laughs softly to herself. I'm kind of glad to hear that, actually. I somehow keep finding ways to butt into this whole thing. I've done enough damage. You know? Monika, you know, the whole thing. You know, never mind. But it's also been so wonderful talking about this. I mean, I always thought you were really smart, but... Yuri smiles. I will always be terrible at these things. People are just so incomprehensible to me. I never get the hang of being a one. But listening to you so much has really helped me make sense of some things. So just don't call it damage, please. Monika gives Yuri a gentle smile. I cannot believe I came to this club looking for fantasy geeks, and all I got was real friends who value me. Is that a joke? Of course it is. I still can't tell with you. Sorry. No, I love it. Please never change. Yeah. You know, I was on board with writing the whole thing. But this... meh. Yuri glances at the clock. We are almost out of time. Will you be able to finish? Before the end of the day, probably. But I don't want to come to the club the same day that Natsuki reads it. I'm too shy. I can give it to her instead if you'd like. Yuri nods. As long as you promise not to read it. Of course, I promise. Thank you. Yuri exhales and the two stand up. I'll message you when it's ready. Monika nods. Good luck. I'm here if you need me. Yuri returns a nod and the two depart. That was the whole... Okay. I mean... Okay. OMG! Okay, who's responsible for creating a Twitter account for Monika? I think it's hilarious, but for God's sake, don't tell Paula. Ha ha ha. It would get forward in a microsecond. Are you just relaying her tweets manually, or did you call some kind of pass-through layer to automate it? Not screaming for help, I assume they're coming for the control simulation. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Well, I don't use Twitter, so I don't care. Okay, you can actually check the things out here. That's... I mean... Yeah, I don't know, man. I like the idea, what it was going for, but... I'm not sure... Okay, let's just continue on. Honestly, is this like chronological? Because we had this whole Yuri Monika thing right now. And the next one is Natsuki and Yuri. Which means she probably gives her the letter and this is gonna be basically the end of the story. You know what I mean? Should we just go ahead and start from the start then? Then again, there's another Natsuki and Yuri one. Like, I'm not quite sure if this is maybe chronological and we just fucked up the whole thing. It's fine. Let's continue. It's only been 1 day since Yuri's letter was delivered to Natsuki. Okay, it is chronological. Actually, I cannot load. I don't want to Alt F4 either. So I guess we just play the ending before we play the beginning, I guess. We skip to the end of the book, if you will. Because Yuri chose not to attend the club meeting that day, she and Natsuki haven't faced each other since. Although it's only lunchtime, Yuri finds herself anxiously counting the hours until she will need to face the outcome of her efforts, whether good or bad. And because the passing by students was making her feel even more anxious, Yuri picked out the most secluded spot she could find to spend her lunch. Because this staircase is under maintenance, no student would have any reason for coming here. It's such a relaxing feeling to have a moment of solitude in the middle of a frantic school day. Eep? What are you doing here? Yuri grips her book with enough force to wrinkle the pages beneath the pressure of her thumbs. Well, what are you doing here? I just came to get a drink from the vending machine. The other one is out of the drink I like. Yuri notices Natsuki fidgeting with a few coins between her fingers. She nods, avoiding eye contact. Natsuki, also looking away, shuffles over to the vending machine. It's so quiet that every one of her movements seem to reverberate through the entire stairwell. After far too long, she finally receives a beverage, which she then fidgets with in place of the coins. It's some kind of iced tea. It's apple! We learned it's apple tea, man. Or apple's juice or whatever. But instead of leaving it right away, Natsuki's just stands in place. She glances all around her. It's like way too quiet back here. It's creepy. I mean, that's not what I meant really. I mean, it's totally cool that it's your thing or whatever. Like, I can see how it suits you, so... Not because I think you're creepy or something. I didn't mean that either. You know, I'm just gonna stop talking. That seems like a good idea. It's okay. Everything is okay. Yuri finds herself attempting some words of comfort after hearing Natsuki stammer herself into dejection. Seemingly in response, Natsuki approaches the base of the staircase and hesitantly sits herself down near Yuri. Oh, I can leave if you want. Yuri shakes her head. Natsuki twists the cap of her drink and takes a sip. Despite receiving Yuri's general permission, Natsuki doesn't say anything more. Yuri continues to read, or at least pretends to. And the two just sit there for a long time. The tension seems to fade a little bit as time passes. Even without any words, they seem to mean that at least something, though it's not clear what that may be. Lunch ends more quickly than expected. Natsuki is the first to stand up with her empty drink bottle. Are you coming today? To the club? Yuri nods. I'm sorry for being so awkward. I'm really bad at talking about this stuff. I just can't for some reason, I don't know why. But I want to, eventually. There's no rush, I promise. Thanks. Okay. Back to the stairs. It's the next day. Natsuki appears from around the corner and steps up to the vending machine, glancing at Yuri's as she does. Today, she seems to be holding some kind of book as well. Oh, you're here again. Well, I just came here to read this, because there aren't any people around here. Oh, I thought you didn't like how quiet it was. Well, I don't, but there's no people here. I see. Natsuki sits down. The mood feels much different today than it did yesterday. After yesterday's lunch and the club meeting that followed, Natsuki and Yuri are beginning to feel more relaxed around each other again. Although Yuri's letter is still lingering in the back of Natsuki's mind, she continues to detour around it. Is it okay that I'm here? Yeah, I don't care. I mostly just don't feel like dealing with the crap I get from my friends about it. Especially since, like, they all just assumed I stopped reading manga after I joined the club. Not that I'm trying to hide it from them exactly. But I just don't want it to come up again now, after I've waited so long for this new volume to come out. Literally months at this point. You don't have other friends who are into manga? Not unless online friends count. And Sayuri, but that's different, because she's not really into it, but she likes it. You know what I mean? Uh-huh. Honestly, you're lucky that the books you're into at least just look like books, so you don't have to feel like everyone is constantly judging you by what you're reading. That would be so awful. Especially since I already hate attention so much. Well, it's a good thing I have thick skin, I guess. By the way, I would totally recommend finding some friends online, if you haven't already. if you're like me and have no one to share your hobbies with. Oh, I have online friends. Since middle school, actually. I was especially desperate back then. It's somewhat embarrassing to reminisce about those days. Sometimes I feel like the me from a few years ago would have benefited from a good smack across the face. A few years ago? Honestly, still accurate maybe. Oh, whatever. We were all just stupid kids back then anyway. Some of the fanfics I wrote, thank God I used a pseudonym. There you are, Jules. Trying to give you a cue here. I can't help with that. But I liked it at the time. I got a lot of fulfillment out of it. And plus, I can look back and say with confidence that I've become a better person since then. So I don't think I would change anything. I wonder if a few years from now we'll think the same thing about our current selves. I wonder if in a few years from now we'll think the same thing about our current selves. Probably. It doesn't make you uncomfortable? No, of course not. I don't care what other people think of me. Especially someone who doesn't even exist yet. Alright, here. Natsuki raises her hand to her face and forcefully slaps her own cheek. That's me from the future, coming to terms with me right now. Also, this music is really distracting. I don't know why, but I feel like this doesn't really fit the scene, right? Okay, sorry about that. I needed a sip. Also, ow! Didn't mean to do it that hard. Yuri doesn't seem to react. But then, to Natsuki's surprise, Yuri shyly looks the other way before lifting her arm and doing the same thing to herself, loudly smacking her cheek. No. You know, in the middle of the conversation, she goes like... You know? Really funny. She turns red and stares into her lap, but is unable to hide a smile. I saw it was a really funny joke. I mean, it kinda was funny. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. I didn't know you had it in you. I don't. I don't even know why I did that. It's the whole fucking finger-licking thing again, with the main character, remember that? Like, no, I just did. Maybe I thought it would be funny. Sorry, I keep distracting you. You said you were looking forward to reading, but I keep going on about all this nonsense. I'll let you go to get to your reading. Oh, right. Yeah, I guess I'll do that then. The conversation ends quickly and Natsuki opens a book. The two read silently for the remainder of the lunch hour. But the whole time, Yuri feels distracted by a twist of regret over having so abruptly forced the end of the conversation. You're back. Yeah, I'm here to lay low again. Another day has passed. During lunchtime, Natsuki finds herself having wandered to the stairwell once more. Hey, did you buy that? Natsuki quickly notices a bottle of iced tea on the staircase, where she normally sits. Yuri nods, avoiding eye contact. Okay, that's kinda sweet. Still, it's still Yuri, but, that's kinda sweet. What, like, for me? But you didn't know I was coming here today. What if I didn't show up? Well, I would have drank it myself, I guess. It was a stupid thing to do. No, it wasn't stupid. I just thought... Never mind. What I meant to say is thank you. And that is a really nice gesture. It's okay if you don't feel that way. I do. It was the other things that I didn't mean. I swear, please believe me. Yuri pauses, then nods. Talking is hard, I get it wrong a lot too. So I believe you. Natsuki exhales in relief. She then sits down next to Yuri and takes the drink. Knowing Yuri, she was probably overthinking it so much that Natsuki's tepid response filled her with self-doubt. I'll do something nice for you next time. Please don't feel obligated. I want to. I want to do nice things too. Okay. Thank you. You can thank me after I figure out how to do something nice. I'll do it then too. Natsuki sighs. Huh? Nothing. It just reminds me how I haven't been getting along with my friends lately. Is that why you've been coming here lately? Well, not exactly. I haven't been avoiding them on purpose or anything. There are just other things I'd rather be doing during lunch or lately. I like being around them when we're all just having fun, but they also just can't take anything seriously. Yeah, that's me. I cannot take anything seriously ever. Just watch me play something with slightly, you know, emotional cutscenes. I'm gonna always make a dumb comment about it. So when I'm, I don't know, feeling serious, then their attitudes just really get on my nerves. It's only gotten worse ever since I joined the club. How come? I don't know. I feel like I used to be really good with just putting up with it. Because it would be so stupid to cause drama over a joke I didn't like or something. But I just have a hard time doing that lately. But it's my fault for being overly sensitive. If I have a problem, I'm not gonna demand for everyone around me to change. But yeah, I know. Monika and Sayori really don't agree with that kind of thing. But they're not in my position, so it's easy for them to say that you should just communicate your feelings or whatever. It's not like my friend group does that kind of thing. I would just be making an embarrassment of myself. Sorry, none of this has anything to do with you. I don't know why I'm talking about it. It's okay. I like listening. What, listening to other people's problems? Yes. That's weird. Sorry. I just like learning about people. Do you think it's weird? No, that's not weird. I probably just misunderstood, so... I don't know, does that mean I should keep going? If you'd like. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what to talk about now. What are some things that you like about your friends? A lot of things. I mean, they're really fun to hang out with, like after school and on the weekends. And they really like my baking. Honestly, like... if you're slightly good at baking, you know, everyone loves you. You know, as long as they get anything out of it. So I'm not sure if that counts as a friendship trait. That they like your baking. You know? Everyone loves free stuff. You know? And it's fun to complain about school together. They make me laugh a lot, and we have a lot of good memories and inside jokes. Is that why you're friends? Listen, you haven't given me cookies for the first, what, 5 years of our friendship? Maybe 6? I don't know. I think we're still friends. Without the cookies even. So, you know. Oh, I'm bad at a lot of those things. So? Are those all things that are important to you? Oh, kind of, but they're not things I need to get out of everybody. Everyone in the club is really different from that, but I'm still friends with them too. Well, Sayori really likes your baking. And she makes you laugh. And she complains a lot. It doesn't mean she's anything like my other friends. Well, unlike them, she's a nice person who cares about your feelings. Excuse me? How about you don't talk that way about my friends that you don't know anything about? Natsuki stands up. No, wait. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I didn't want to say something bad. Please don't leave. Natsuki sighs and shakes her head. It's fine. As long as you understand that you can't just judge people like that. I'm sorry. Natsuki sits back down. You cannot just compare friends like that and, like, measure who's better and who. Everyone's different. I'm sorry. I just don't like people who want to hurt you. A moment of silence stretches between them. They don't want to hurt me. We just like to tease each other about stupid things. It's fun. Yeah, I hate that. Friends never should do that ever. Teasing people about stupid things they say. And, you know, making weird clips about it and totally not added to the stream. And
I am a furry.
Oh, god damn it. Okay, moving on. I don't like that. Well, that's why I'm friends with them and you're not. You like it? I just don't worry so much about me. It's not worth it. I'm sorry. I wish I knew how to help with social conflicts. Like how Monica can. She's good at these things. Not really. Also, I don't always want to help. I don't always want help. Sometimes it's just stuff I have to deal with myself. That's what Monica and Sayuri never seem to understand. Sometimes all you do is look at them wrong and they're like, oh, what's wrong? Is everything okay? I just want to mind my own business sometimes and decide myself if I want to talk about things. The only one who understands that is you. So you really shouldn't be so hard on yourself. You're not as bad as you think. Oh, you don't need to reassure me or anything. I mean that. Plus, it makes sense that someone who doesn't talk a lot would make a good listener. Thank you. You're also nice. Wow, okay. Glad we talked about it. It's really hard for me. It's so cold all of a sudden. Is there a fucking ghost in my room? Are there any dogs barking around? Is that... sorry, what was that? It's really hard for me. It doesn't come naturally at all. It's so weird because I always thought of myself as someone who can just say whatever is on my mind. But I feel like that only works when I'm annoyed or upset or I want to say something mean. Why am I like that? You don't have to answer that, I'm just talking to myself. Yuri nods and remains silent. Natsuki notices her fidgeting with the pages of her book. How come you like reading so much? Oh, well, a lot of reasons. But I just get sucked into it so easily. It's so immersive, like, I want to be part of it. I think there are a lot of things about people in real life that make me feel uncomfortable and frustrated. Especially when it comes to following social conventions and group interactions. I just don't really understand it and have no real desire to participate. But it's different with books. It feels like I always want to be around the characters. I feel such a strong emotional connection with them in ways that I've never felt with real people. So in that way, it can sometimes feel more real than real life. Really? It's that hard for you to be around people like all the time? Fairly often, especially in group settings. When people are making all kinds of conversation and saying jokes and all of that, I don't know what to do and I just disengage. Oh. That doesn't get lonely? I don't think so. I can still enjoy spending time with people one-on-one. And I have online friends too, of course. Do you ever wish that you could be friends with the characters in your books? All the time. Sometimes so badly that it makes my heart ache. My achy heart? Give me 1 second, please. Oh, we have ads coming soon again. Ugh. Me too. Really? Mm-hmm. A lot. Like, oh, shit. Like, more than anything. After Natsuki mutters that, silence fills the stairwell once more. But it's a mutual silence. One full of understanding. Okay. I mean... Okay, so... I'm gonna consider if we're gonna start up here now, after our break, or if we continue, or if you, you know... Also, why is part... Oh, okay, it's just... Okay, never mind. I'm gonna consider starting up here after our break, during our break. And we just go through here and then finish it at the end, or whatever. I feel like this might be... that might be the way to go, since they seem to be chronological. And that would make more sense. But for now, we're gonna take our break, so I will see you all in 3 minutes again. Playing the video game again. We're going for another 2 hours, I think. And then we'll be going for another 2 hours, and then we're gonna call it. I think 4 hours is a good you know, point for me, because I noticed last time that 5 hours or whatever it was a bit too much for me. So yeah, let's continue on with the side stories. See how far we can get. I would love to knock them all out today, but I don't think that's gonna happen. But who knows? Maybe some of them are shorter. So yeah, we're gonna be starting from the get-go. And see, like, assuming this all is chronological, so... Not the staircase again. Also, it's kinda mean that we didn't do the last one right away. Like, we did like the last 4, but, you know, skipped on the last one. It's really funny. Okay, everyone. The club is starting. Let's all have the seat and take attendance, okay? I miss debate club. Who knew it would be so difficult to start a new club? That's literally the start until the... Oh my god. So it probably ends with the main character joining in then, right? Whatever happened in there. In the side stories. That's... you know, basically a prequel. I feel worse with every day that passes without anyone coming in. I'm really starting to lose confidence. Then again, Natsuki and Yuri weren't really friends when we came in, right? So, maybe they just fell back or whatever. Monika is the only member of the literature club. In the days that have passed, all of her efforts to recruit new members have been fruitless. Am I going about this wrong? Monika glances at one of her flyers. The headline is, "Do you like literature?" Maybe nobody is into literature enough to pick it over their other club interests. I cannot just rely on people liking literature. I need to sell them on a vision. A vision. But what kind of vision? Monika rests her head on her desk, deep in thought. But before she realizes it, the recent nights of staying up too late start to catch up to her. It is so quiet, and the noise of the air conditioner is soothing. Okay, night-night. That was a nice very first episode. Awesome. 10 out of 10. Hello? That's probably Sayuri, right? Suddenly a voice causes Monika to snap awake. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, I never do this. Is this the napping club? No, this is... Monika pauses, suddenly embarrassed to admit that this is, in fact, the literature club. This is the literature club. Yay, I thought I got it wrong for a sec. I'm super sorry, it was like so unprofessional of me to do that. Don't apologize, I do that all the time. Oh? Did I miss the club meeting? Where's everybody? Well, about that. It's... You know, the music in the side stories reminds me so much of fucking Stardew. I don't know if it's, you know, my Stardew brainrot brain at the moment. But it gives me... This could be like... could be like Stardew song if it wasn't absolutely anime wired. This is everybody. Really, just you. But we're getting more members, I'm working really hard on it. Hold on a sec. If it's just you... That means I get to be vice president! Wait, vice president? What are your qualifications? Well, I'm better at napping than you. Maybe I should be president. Now you're just making fun of me. Oh, I'm sorry. What was your name? Sayuri. Okay, Sayuri. I've been trying really hard on this club. I know you caught me at a weird time, but it's really disheartening to not be taken seriously, you know? I care so much about this. I just want to find other people who do too. Oh no. I'm so sorry. I do care, I promise. I have a hard time being serious, that's all. I didn't mean it for it to hurt you. And I was joking about the vice president thing too. I would make a terrible vice president. I mean, I'm sure that... Monika tries to say something reassuring, but it's difficult when she still doesn't know much about Sayuri. I'm sorry that this isn't like a real club yet. Will you still be interested in joining after I found a few more members at least? Well, no. I want to join now. Really? Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun. Besides, I can tell how hard you've been working. You're doing something amazing and you should be proud of it, you know? So let me help you turn something stressful into something fun. If nothing else, I'm good at that, so... Honestly, how could I possibly say no to that? That's really sweet of you, Sayuri. Oh, I'm Monika, by the way. Monika! That's such a cool name. Oh no, you're just trying to cheer me up. But you're smiling! Well, I didn't say it didn't work. Monika glances at the flyer on her desk and realizes that her name is already written on it. So, what do we do first? Well, it's getting pretty late, isn't it? We can go home and try to come up with some new ideas to recruit club members. I can do that. Ooh! And I think I need to put some more thought into my vision for the club. You know, like a mission. My mission is to make everyone happy. Yeah, something like that. I need to think about it. Hey, do you like hugs? I guess so? Sayuri suddenly pulls Monika into a friendly hug. Then let's go. Some people can just really use a hug sometimes. Besides, Sayuri whispers loudly. Hug energy is what keeps me at my best. That is my best whisper. My loud whisper. You know? Hug energy? Monika laughs. Although Sayuri is very different from her, Monika feels her spirits lifted. Maybe it's just because she finally found another club member. But, well, I'm looking for tomorrow then. It'll be fun. Yay, I'm excited. I'm gonna think really hard tonight about how to get more people. Yeah, me too. Well, that isn't first interaction for sure. A day passes and the time comes for the literature club, Monika and Sayuri, to reconvene. As president, Monika ensures that she's first to arrive to the club room. But she finds herself waiting longer than expected for Sayuri. It's been 10 minutes already. Maybe Sayuri changed her mind about joining. No, that can't be. She was so excited yesterday. But I'm getting kind of worried. Suddenly Sayuri comes bounding through the door. In her hand, she's holding a sheet of paper. Sorry I'm late, I'm here. It's okay, welcome back. And... Sayuri spins over to Monika and deposits the sheet onto Monika's desk. Oh, what's this? Okay, a new poem. Can I put you on my phone? Okay. On your phone. Take my hand. Take my hand. Take me forward. Take me to your dreamland. Caution me to watch my step, so I cannot look back at my footprints. Climb the stairs ahead of me while I look up to you. The more I look forward, the more I look up. The more I can lend to you. If you can trust me to follow your pace, I will trust you to set it. If you can trust me to lend you a smile, I'll trust you to return it. Take my hand, take me forward, take me to your dreamland. Okay, that's cute. Hey, this is really good. Gonna lie in bed for a bit. Okay, then rest up a bit. I know you had a night, and I appreciate you, you know, listening to me on your phone, I guess. Oh, jeez. That came out of nowhere. I don't know, I'm allergic to bullshit, I think. Oh, Jesus. That came out of nowhere. Ooh. You wrote this, Sayuri? Of course. Wait, no, that's the wrong side of the paper. Uh-huh. I wasn't ready to share that yet, I'm so embarrassed. Monika flips over the paper. Written on the other side is a list of ideas for recruiting new club members. Oh, so this is what you meant to show me. But I'm curious now, do you write poetry often? I do, but I'm sure I'm not anywhere near as good as you are. Really? I'm actually terrible at writing poetry. I've never written anything I was happy with. Like, I always read it again a week after I write it and I'm like, wow, this is so stupid. I don't know. It's like the dramatic version of me doesn't agree with the person I want myself to be. Or, you know, something like that. Oh, you should have more confidence in yourself. You are the Literature Club President. I guess you're not wrong there. I need to like set a good example or whatever. I love that this is a literature club and all they do is right? That doesn't make any fucking sense. You know, I can envision the club doing something like that. Doing what? You know, like sharing poems, rewrite and stuff like that. Oh yeah, I would love that. It's such a good way to learn about other people, you know? It's like, we have so many emotions that we cannot express to other people. But you can when it's in a poem, right? Yeah. I think that's helping me form a more cohesive version for the club. I mean, maybe this is a poem club and not a literature club, you know? Maybe they change it or whatever, I don't know. So I'm glad you showed me, well, even though it was by accident. Me too. I felt embarrassed at first, but now it feels kinda good that someone else read it. I'll try to show you more of them in the future. I would love that. Oh jeez, I'm getting distracted. Do you want to go over this recruitment brainstorm together? My brain stormed so hard. It was like a brain hurricane. Sayuri, you're terrible. My brain is a natural disaster. Okay. Yeah, okay. You know what? You know what? I take it. I take it, Sayuri. Sayuri, that's terrible. Anyway, let's take a look at the list. Make cupcakes. I was hungry. But it's a good idea, isn't it? Let me think about this. I mean, when would we have the chance to give people cupcakes? You know, like when they come into the club. What if we said we had free cupcakes on the flyers? I'm like kinda worried that would bring in the wrong kinds of people, you know? The wrong kinds? People who would come just for the cupcakes and then leave. Oh, nobody would do that. That would be mean. But you know, I want to find people who are really into literature. Even if they don't know it yet. Let's see, the next thing on the list. Hunt for people reading books. I don't think I get it. Like, going around the school and finding people who are reading books, you know? Like in the morning or during lunch. And we tell them to check out the literature club. Well, the problem with that is like, wouldn't most people be reading books? Just, you know, be doing it for an assignment or something? How would we know if they're just reading for fun? Well, we could ask them. But then we'd be bothering people who are trying to do schoolwork. Didn't think about that part, I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. You're coming up with a lot more things than I can. Oh, your next idea is to hand out flyers rather than just put them up on the wall. I'd definitely like to start doing that. I'm useful! I never said you weren't. I just need to think, what would we tell people when handing them out? I don't want to be just like, join the club. Let's just figure out we can better engage people. What if we told them about the club activities and stuff? What club activities? Yeah, I guess it's supposed to be my job to come up with that, right? A vision for the club. Okay, Sayuri, pretend you're a normal person for a second. Yes, Sayuri, pretend to be normal. Wait, I didn't mean to like that. You know, like a random passerby who's getting a flyer. How would you react to the idea of a literature club? Oh, probably like, literature is stupid. I'm joining the anime club. What the heck? Sorry, I was just thinking of a friend of mine. Okay, the fucking main character. Okay, that's funny. Honestly, that's really funny. Okay, what if I said that we like do a group reading and discuss it together? I would probably nap through that. That's you, Sayuri. Yeah, but that doesn't really sound fun to most people anyway. We need to really catch their interest, you know? Ugh. This sucks. Why is this so hard? Monica, don't be sad. What do you like about literature? Me? Well, kind of what I said about the poems earlier. I think it gives you the chance to express yourself. Like, express yourself in ways you cannot normally do. When you're just doing your job a normal day and talking to your friends. I mean, we all have so many thoughts and feelings that we just don't get to share, you know? It's like intimate. Here. How do we get that across to people? We could be like, express your true self. Be intimate with us. Maybe not that one. Okay, that's kind of... I'm just kidding. Oh my gosh. What is it? I forgot all of my things in my classroom. I must have gotten too excited and rushed here. Silly me. Rushed, but weren't... Ah, never mind. Did you want to get your stuff then? I'll forget if I don't do it now. Well, I'll wait for you then. Okay, it'll only take a second. Sayuri dashes out of the room, leaving Monika momentarily alone. Monika sighs and starts jotting her thoughts on a sheet of paper. Express yourself. Be who you want to be. Make new friends. Discover a new you. Discover your heart. No. Write your heart out. No. Write into your heart. Write the way into your heart. Join the literature club. Write the way into your heart. Sorry. That was not... Wow, that's lame. Monika! Ah! You startled me. Sorry. But it's something important. On the way to my classroom, there was a girl reading a book. Reading a book? Scandalous. Let's hurry and recruit her. Wait, are you sure she's not just doing homework? I could tell she was really into it. Well, I guess we could take a look. Monika grabs one of her flyers and stands up from her desk. Then the two depart the classroom, with Sayuri leading the way. Thank you, Jules. This way. You don't have to run. Sayuri leads Monika over to a particular classroom, then lowers her voice to a whisper. See? In here. Monika peers through the window. Sure enough, there's a girl sitting alone, intently reading a book. I feel like a creep doing this. You should go inside and talk to her. Me? You're the president. That would probably scare her away. Okay, fine, I'll do it. Monika takes a deep breath and timidly enters the classroom. That was fast? Oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. Why? What happened? Well, I entered the classroom and she didn't even look up from her book. So I kind of just left the flyer on her desk and then walked out. Okay, that's funny. That's kind of cute. But I'm sure she'll see it and want to join the club. I hope so. Shall we head back now? The two head back to the club room. Sayuri feeling rather accomplished and Monika still feeling a bit embarrassed by the encounter. Upon returning, Monika and Sayuri resume their strategy meeting. They discuss various different kinds of recruitment tactics, from professional to silly. After going through Sayuri's list and with Monika coming up with ideas of her own, the two end in a better spot than from where they began. Well, I would say today was pretty productive, wasn't it? Yeah, I think we're starting to make progress. I cannot wait to get some new members. Hey, what's this? Sayuri peers at the sheet of paper Monika was jotting on earlier. Oh, don't mind that. I was just thinking to myself. Join the literature club. Write the way into your heart? That's so cute! I thought it was a little overdramatic. But Sayuri pauses and thinks for a moment. You know, I don't think you give yourself enough credit. What do you mean? Like, I don't know, I feel like I can tell from talking to you today. I feel like I can tell from talking to you today. It seems like you're always afraid of doing something wrong. Yeah, but would you call yourself a perfectionist? Yeah, I definitely am. I mean, I always have an idea in my head of how I want things to go. And it's like I cannot accept anything less than that. But I think in the end it helps me try my hardest at everything, so I don't think it's that bad. Like with this club. We have such an opportunity to make it into exactly how we envision it. But it feels like we only have one shot at it. One opportunity. One spaghetti legs. You know? Mom's spaghetti. That's the one, not spaghetti legs. Whatever. So I'm just really afraid of deviating from that. The vision. What's the vision? It's... Monica pauses to think, then shakes her head to herself. She sighs. I don't know. I just want everyone to... Monica trails off. Smiling, Sayuri taps her finger against the sheet of paper. Right the way into your heart. I think what you're trying to do is to make the club that you need the most out of anyone. But you're the one who knows yourself best, of course, but I'm here to help you. Monica returns Sayuri's smile. It's sort of amazing how kind you are. We're really gonna make this the best club ever. Sayuri nods and the two remain silent for a moment, lost in thought. The only sound is the steady whisper of the air conditioner, and the only movement in the afternoon sunlight, trickling its way in and out of the moving clouds. Sayuri breaks the movement with a big yawn. The moment, not the movement. Time to go home? You tell me. You're the president. In that case, today's meeting is officially over. I look forward to tomorrow. Me too. Sayuri beams and grabs her things. You can go on ahead. I need a few minutes still. Oh, I can wait. That's alright. I just want some alone time. In that case... Sayuri waves enthusiastically at Monica. Good luck. Monica smiles and waves in return as Sayuri sprints her way out of the club room. All alone, she sighs to herself and takes a minute to zone out. She was not prepared for the self-reflection encouraged by Sayuri, but she decides it was something she probably needed right now. The club that I need the most. I don't get it. I just wanted to start a club with more passion. Something that I could use to help lead people to happiness. Literature is the key to that, because it's the window to the real person inside us. Underneath a person who's forced to always smile and blend in. The person who's forced to be perfect. Monica suddenly notices a folder on the floor by her desk. Did Sayuri leave this behind? I hope it doesn't have her homework in it. Worried, Monica opens the folder to check. Poems. It's a folder of poems. Become the flower. The feeling of joy is a flower plucked from the ground. The color, the scent. It's so pretty in my hair. Every day I pluck some flowers as though they grew just for me. A lifetime of peace and nourishment yanked away in an instant. All for me, all for joy. I need more. I need more joy. I need more happy. Pluck, pluck, pluck every day. So pretty in my hair. You're going to die, and you too. Beneath my feet a flower stands alone. It beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moments between my fingers. Didn't we already have that one? It sounds very familiar. But to what ends? I look in every direction, and the field I stand in, the prosperous field, is a barren wasteland. The fruits of my labor, the carnage of my joy. And that is why I've decided I must become the flower. Oh damn. What the... Wait. Sayuri? Yeah. Okay. Honestly, that side story was pretty nice. I enjoyed that way more than the ending of whatever we had. As a reminder, to help guide our data collection, any analysis performed should be focused on answering some of those main questions. How does granting elevated access to the virtual machine affect a person's emotional states? Blah, values and goals. Elevated access be weaponized? What actions and values most contribute to the destruction of the universe? Most importantly, how might your observations apply to our own universe? How can we present this to upper management as an operation that benefits the company? Whoever changed the color scheme of the desktop to pink, can you please change it back? It's unprofessional and it runs the risk of drawing eyes. Okay, that's really funny. Okay, let's move on. Trust part 2. Yes, please. Like, I enjoyed the first... This side story was really cute. Like, I like the whole thing and, you know, showing Sayuri's background and Monika's thought process, I guess. That didn't really happen, actually. Never mind. But yeah, it felt better than whatever the fuck we had between Natsuki and Yuri. Another day passes in the flash, and it's already time for the next club meeting. Although Monika should have come up with a plan for today's club tasks, she hasn't been able to shake her guilt and anxiety after reading Sayuri's poem. I'm so stupid. How did I let myself be the center of attention? Sayuri is going through these kinds of feelings and I'm letting her comfort me instead of the other way around. What kind of club president does that? This whole time I didn't think to ask about her own feelings. So much for the stupid vision. Sayuri enters the club room with her usual smile. But upon seeing the downcast Monika, her smile quickly fades into an expression of concern. Monika? Is everything okay? I'm really sorry. I'm such a terrible friend. Huh? What are you talking about? You're an amazing friend. I know you for like a day and we're like besties. Monika shakes her head. I made this all about myself. Even you said so yesterday. You told me that I'm trying to make the club that I need the most, right? But my problems are so trivial compared to yours. Sayuri responds quietly. What are you talking about? But as she says that, her face darkens. Through the silence, Sayuri mutters her realization. I left my folder here. Monika stares blankly ahead, unable to come up with a response. I wasn't ready to share those. Now you're worrying about me. I don't want that. But why? We're friends, right? Wordlessly, Sayuri nods. Friends look out for each other. I want to be here for you as much as you're here for me. Another long moment passes in silence. The air is incredibly heavy. This is different. It wasn't just about you yesterday. It was about the club. Besides, things were so happy yesterday. You don't need to do this all of a sudden. I don't want it. I like happy. So, if you do this, then you're just being selfish. Monika massages her forehead, struggling through the frustration of such a paradox. It's understandable that Sayuri isn't ready to share certain things. But as unfair as it is for Monika to pry, it's also painful for Monika to force herself to ignore the needs of her friend. I'm sorry I looked. I disrespected your privacy. No, I don't blame you for looking. You would have at least needed to check if it was mine. Yeah. Monika takes a deep breath. Okay. I understand that you don't want me to worry. And I think I'll be able to put this aside so that we can move on. But can you promise me something? Promise you what? Monika pauses to collect her thoughts. This is the Literature Club. It's a place where people can express themselves in ways that life normally doesn't allow them to. That is the vision. In fact, it's our vision. Right the way into your heart or whatever. So I just want you to promise me that you'll remember that too. It doesn't have to be right now, but I want to be here for you when you need it. I want us to be ourselves like that. Sayuri smiles gently. I'll promise if you promise. Unable to help it, Monika returns Sayuri's smile. I promise. Me too. As the conversation closes, the mood in the room is lifted. With that behind them, it's time to proceed with the club activities. So, wanna teach me about poetry? Huh? But what about recruitment? It's fine, we have plenty of time for that. But right now, I feel like I wanna do this. I mean, I do have to fulfill my end of the promise, you know? You're being showered with kitty love. That is so rude. I want kitty love too. There's no way I could say no to that. Just don't expect much. I do a lot of writing, but it's not like I'm a scholar or anything. That's fine. I think I just need like some motivation. I never know where to start when it comes to writing poems. Starting isn't so hard. You kinda need to write down your own feelings and see where it takes you. Yeah, but that wouldn't come out any good. Apparently Tali thinks your faith? What do you mean with your faith? It's dirty, so it's cleaning. Okay. I'm not... face, okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, typo, got it. I mean, guess you didn't clean good enough. Yeah, good, I know. Not supposed to. You're gonna have to fight your perfectionist mind on this one. You can just start by writing your feelings and see what kind of things it makes you think of. And then you can turn your feelings into a little story. Oh. You can get your feelings down first and make it sound pretty later. It's not like building a railroad where you go from one end to the other. It's more like a collage where you find all the things you want to put in and then you arrange them in a pretty way. At least that's how I do it. It's not like it's the only way, but it's a really good way to not get stuck right at the beginning. I understand. I always get so caught up in how it sounds that I forget about what's actually important. Monika pulls out a pen and paper to start writing on. Stop being a perfectionist. You idiot. Just kidding. Monika scribbles out "you idiot" after she writes it down. I keep doing that too, by the way, for notes like "you dumbass," "you idiot," "you dumb fuck," you know. I just do that, like, just, you know. I don't know if it makes me laugh or cry, but, you know, I keep doing it anyway. I find it really funny, I think. No, keep it. What? Why? Are you calling me an idiot? Of course not. But the point is that you're not supposed to police your feelings, right? Be as dramatic as you want. But I was just... Well, yeah. Underneath the scribble, Monika rewrites "you idiot." She stares at the paper. Her words stare back at her. It's kind of funny how I wrote down what I'm mad at myself for. And then I did that exact thing anyway. This is really gonna take some time getting used to. I believe in you. Thanks, I do too. Me, I mean. But also you, of course. Monika continues the exercise, jotting down her thoughts. It's surprisingly quite a struggle to write without overthinking it. But after a while, with Sairi's guidance and encouragement, Monika's sheet of paper begins to look fairly lively, peppered with all of her random thoughts. Phew. Monika looks up and down at her sheet. Gosh, I feel so tense looking at this. I hate it. But it's also kind of liberating. I can tell how hard you're trying. It makes me happy. I think you'll be good at writing poems. Don't give me too much credit. I'd have to try really, really hard at it. But I think it's something that I'll enjoy doing. With you. Sairi beams. I'll stop here, but we still have time. Let's try to work on a new flyer for the club. I won't be so picky about the language. Yay, let's do it! Monika and Sairi proceeded with their work. With each passing day, the two of them become more confident in the club. Not simply from their recruitment planning, but from their vision as well. As their bond strengthens, so does the essence of the literature club. Finally, they begin to truly feel it's only a matter of time before they find more members. Okay, honestly, that interaction between those two is really sweet. Another day passes. As usual, Monika is the first one in the club room. With her is a printout of the revised literature club flyer, complete with all the new ideas Monika and Sairi came up with. If only this was the flyer we gave to that one reading girl the other day. It's so much more attractive than the old one. But the new catchphrase is featured clearly in the center of the flyer. Write the way into your heart. Surely common sense would say that one writes from the heart, not into the heart. But the message being delivered is that one can use writing to discover themselves. Hopefully, Monika and Sairi had thought that it would be enough to garner some curiosity from students. Why do I feel so tense looking at this? Monica thinks back to the previous meeting, when she performed the writing exercise. Was I always this bad at expressing myself? How am I supposed to be president if I cannot even demonstrate what the club is supposed to be about? The literature club is truly beginning to take form. But with that, the weight on Monica's shoulders only becomes heavier. Debate club was always about rigid structure, formulating airtight points and counterpoints and delivering them with conviction. It was about the person on the outside. That's why Monica was so good at it. It existed entirely within her realm of comfort. It's suffocating. I need to break through this mental wall. I need to learn to express myself, for real. Monica pulls out a sheet of paper and grabs a pen. She presses the tip of the pen firmly against the paper. But her hand does not move. Instead, a tiny blot of ink collects around the tip of her pen. Monica lifts her pen and stares at a little blotch. For some reason, she feels compelled to run her finger across it. As she does so, the black ink smears across the paper, ruining Monica's canvas. Ugh. But for spite for herself, Monica presses her pen down once again, letting the ink collect. She creates a second smear on the paper. Come on, Monica. Just move your hand. Monica writes. This is what I get for seeking perfection. A stain. Monica slides the paper away from her hands and puts her head down on the desk. The air conditioner seems louder today. I'm here. Hi. Monica hears Sayuri approach her desk, then stop for a second, probably reading the piece of paper. Then she sits down in the adjacent desk. That day? Me too. You too? The new flyer looks so good. You've been working so hard. On the club, but also something else, I think. I cannot do it. I'm sorry. It's so hard to just be vulnerable. Sayuri takes the sheet of paper from Monica's desk. She writes something down, then stares at it for a while. Can I trust you? Of course. You can trust me with anything. Sayuri gazes at Monica with sadness in her eyes. Understanding the signal, Monica takes the paper from Sayuri's desk and reads it. Sometimes I want to die. Sayuri? This is really hard for me. Her voice shakes. So, if I can do it, then you can too. Because you're like 1,000,000 times better than me. That is completely not true. Sayuri takes a deep breath, trying to steady herself. That's something about me that I've never told anyone before. Even now my head is like screaming at me to stop. But you don't have to force yourself. I mean, just because of the promise yesterday, I want to. It just feels right. I mean, maybe it's part of the reason I came to this club in the first place. This is the literature club. I trust you more than I'm scared. At those words, Monica stands up. Sayuri must have taken days to work up the courage for this. Were Monica's own futile but genuine efforts actually the push that Sayuri needed? Sayuri's deliberate breaths can be heard over the air conditioner. As she prepares herself to continue, Monica waits in gentle silence. I have this problem where I get really upset when people worry too much about me. I cannot control it. It's like, why waste your energy worrying about me when you can just be happy instead? So I will never tell anyone about these kinds of thoughts I have. It's so much easier to just smile and help everyone else be happy. But that's terrible. That's what Monica wants to say, but she stops herself in fear of saying the wrong thing. It's just that if everyone knew about it, they wouldn't treat me the same anymore. Like, whenever I'm not smiling, everyone would worry about me and ask me what's wrong. I know that because it used to be like that. Sayuri pauses, seeming to recall something in the past. I just want everyone to be happy. That's the most important thing to me. And let people look inside my head doesn't bring happiness to anyone. Sayuri pauses again. Her solemn expression making her look like almost an entirely different person. Hey Lady the Row, welcome in. Yes, I do mostly. We started sadly in the bottom part of the side story, like the whole Yuri Natsuki thing. Like in the last 4 side stories, we played 3 of them. Then I decided to go back, so we played through them chronologically. So we had the whole writing the letter for Natsuki and whatever. But we haven't done the last episode, so we're gonna save that one for the last one. So far, this interaction I really love. And it makes me kind of angry that Monica does, you know, betray that trust, quote-unquote, to wire Sayuri to kill herself in the main story. So it makes me kind of angry, but still I like the interaction they had in here. Since it's... For whatever reason, I think they're different, the Monica here and the Monica that does all the shit in the main game, so... yeah, I really like that interaction between those two so far. How did you find the courage to tell me this? You're not worried that I'll be one of those people too? I am worried. Part of me really hates myself for doing this. But another part of me, I think, just felt like it would be different this time. Whenever we talk about what the club is supposed to mean, I kept feeling like it was right for me to do. Especially after you've been trying so hard to express yourself too. It just made me feel like I could say it in confidence. And our friendship doesn't have to change. It's so silly, the club is only 2 people, but that it already means this much to me. Monica feels a tightening sensation in her heart. A feeling of connection as Sayuri's emotions radiate between them. Me too. I was so lost until you showed up. You're so brave, Sayuri. You're so strong and brave. I don't even compare. Monica steps forward. But if nothing else, I can at least offer you some hug energy. Okay. If you'd like. Oh. Oh, damn. Wordlessly and without a smile, Sayuri rests her forehead on Monica's shoulder. Through their contact, Monica can almost feel the torrent of thoughts swimming in Sayuri's head. And in this moment, enchanted by the air of the club, Monica realizes that of all the days that have passed, this is the one where she really hopes that nobody new walks through the door. She speaks softly. You're like the sweetest girl I've ever met. You can say anything, I will never judge you. I promise. Sayuri's breath begins to quiver. She takes several deep breaths, trying as hard as she can to start speaking, to say the things she never once dared to say out loud. Finally, she speaks in a choked voice. I'm so worthless. Oh my god. I'm worthless and everyone would be better without me. She suppresses a sob as a tear falls down her cheek. I'm just an inconvenience to everyone. I'm not good at anything and it just feels like everyone just has to put up with me and I hate it. I hate it. The more Sayuri speaks, the more she fails to control her voice, falling victim to the overwhelming sadness clutching at her throat and chest. I don't want to have these thoughts. I want them to go away, and now I'm making you put up with me, and I just want to die. As soon as Sayuri loses her composure, Monica becomes determined to keep her own. She only wants to be what Sayuri needs right now, so she won't let any sadness show. Her voice comes through as soft and gentle. This isn't putting up with you. It's just being your friend. Monica offers a few words of comfort. But she knows, Sayuri said it herself, that the thoughts Sayuri experiences are ones that don't belong. And Monica can't magically make them go away. The most she can do is help Sayuri battle them, like any good friend would do. You have so much value. To me, and your other friends too. This club wouldn't have been the same without you. I really mean that. You coming here was the best thing that could have happened. Even if we never got any more other members, I would still be happy. That's what you brought here. You brought us a vision. And you also brought happiness. And that's your favorite thing to do, right? Sayuri doesn't respond, but Monika feels her gently nod. No more words are needed between them. The two share their embrace for a while longer, Monika letting Sayuri take as much time as she needs. Once her breathing steadies and her sniffles fully cease, Sayuri lifts her head and wipes her eyes. God, that was so sweet, dude. I guess I needed that. Some days are harder than others. Well, I'm here whenever you need me. But any other time, I'll make sure that things are the way they usually are. If that's what makes you happy. Thanks. You're the best. No, you are. The two exchange smiles. You know, I'm sorry to bring this up all of a sudden, but have you considered talking to a professional? Hey, a brain cell. Where did we find this one? Damn. Natsuki isn't here. Where's the brain cell? Damn. Sayuri nods. It's scary. Since it's already so hard to tell people. Yeah. Well, of course it will always be your choice, but if you're ever looking to find the courage for it, I can do my best to help you. Thanks. I think it helps knowing that you would. Sayuri suddenly yawns and scratches. Wow, that made me tired. And hungry. Well, I won't make you do any work today if you're not up for it. No, I want to. I mean, I can say that it's definitely one thing that makes me happy. Monika smiles. But I might want to get a snack first. All of a sudden, the sound of the door causes the two of them to turn their heads. The door opens halfway, then stops. A face peeks inside. A face that seems familiar. Okay, that's gonna be the next episode then. That picture was so cute, by the way. Also, this... So far, this is, I think, the best side story there is, obviously. Like, we had the bottom 3 down here that we did. We still have the finale for later. But we did the 3 down here. And out of all of them, I gotta say, those 2 were overwhelmingly better. I'm not sure if it's just because we hate Yuri in this house that I say that this is bogus, but, you know. We will see with this one, because this one has Yuri again. So, yeah. I think Trust 1 and 2 were very strong contenders of being the best side stories for sure. But yeah, let's continue on with Understanding. The club meeting is suddenly interrupted by the sound of the door, causing Monika and Sayuri to turn their heads. The door opens halfway, then stops. A face peeks inside. A face that seems familiar. There she is. Sayuri's eye widen, recognizing the girl. She very conspicuously mouths to Monika. It's her! It's the girl! It's true. The girl standing in the doorway is none other than the girl Sayuri had come across, reading alone in a classroom. Thanks to Monika leaving a flyer on her desk, it seems she found her way to the club. Are you here for the literature club by any chance? Am I in the wrong place? No, you're not. This is the literature club. Please come inside. The girl fully stops in the door, but continues standing against the wall, avoiding eye contact. Sayuri continues to fail containing her excitement. It's happening, oh my gosh. Thank you so much for coming. Sorry, it's a little empty. I'm Monika, and this is Sayuri. We run the literature club, even though it's just us so far, but... what's your name, by the way? I'd like to join your club. Already? Wait, really? Are you sure? I mean, I should be good enough. Everyone is welcome here. You don't have to be good enough. So you want to have a seat? We'd love to get to know you. The girl nods, sliding over to a nearby desk and gently sitting down. So, what's your name? Yuri. I'm Sayuri, and this is Monika. Sayuri, I already... Nice to meet you. Do you like fantasy? Like books? Yuri looks at Monika. Fantasy is cool. Yes. Have you heard of Annabelle Dupont? Oh, I can't say I have. Oh, well, she's my favorite author. I'm on her 5th book and it's just... Yuri grins and presses her knuckles against her cheeks in joy. You can borrow my books, I wouldn't mind. You're really in for an incredible experience. Monica stammers, caught completely off guard by Yuri taking control. She glances sideways at Sayuri, silently asking for help. I would love to. It sounds like you're really into them, so they must be great. I'm so happy I found this club. Oh, I'm so stupid. I left all my other books in my locker. I should have brought them. Yuri quickly stands up. I'll be right back. I'll go get them for you. You probably only need to bring one for now. Sayuri nervously says that, noticing herself to the considerable heftiness of the book that Yuri set down on her desk. True. Okay. I'll go get the first one then. Yuri exits the club room in a flash, leaving Monica and Sayuri silently exchanging glances. Oh my god, I wasn't prepared for this. How do I handle someone so intense? I have like no experience with fantasy, except maybe stuff that I read when I was a kid, but that's probably like a joke compared to what she's into. I'm sure it'll be fine. In fact, I think it's neat that we have different people who are into different kinds of literature. It'll be fun to learn from each other. Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree, but what if this is her only interest? Doesn't it kind of seem like that? Monica, don't you think you should be more optimistic? We have a new club member. There shouldn't be room for anything but being happy. I'm excited to get to know her more, aren't you? Yeah, I guess you're right. Sorry for being so hasty. I just got really anxious all of a sudden. It's because you're afraid of not being able to take the lead. What the heck? It's kind of scary you can point things out like that, Sayuri. I just like learning what people makes people happy or sad. Yeah. Hey, you know what? You'd probably be great at helping Yuri feel comfortable here. Maybe you could take a break from helping me with the administrative stuff and just focus on spending time with her. Hey, that's exactly what I want to do. Besides, Sayuri lowers her voice. I'm probably gonna need all the time I can get. She taps her finger against the dauntingly chunky book Yuri left sitting on the desk. Right afterwards, the door opens to reveal Yuri's return. I'm back! Her breath is slightly heavy, which, combined with her short time gone, indicates she may have ran at least part of the way. She makes her way back over to Sayuri and sets the book down on her desk. Just as Sayuri feared, the book Yuri brought for her is just about equal in size to the one already on Yuri's desk. Well, there are probably a few things you should know before getting started on it. There are some things that are more explained in other books that could take place in the same universe, so going over those would be good to keep you from getting confused at the start. Oh boy, it's starting again. Sayuri nervously interjects. I was thinking that maybe today we could just get to know each other a little bit more. You know, I think like, if you're gonna be reading together, then I would like that. From across the room, Monica smiles and nods at Sayuri while Yuri isn't looking. Okay. Yuri sits down, then looks at her book, then glances around the room, showing no indication that she has anything more to add. So, what made you decide you wanted to join the club? Well, I like reading, so I was immediately interested. I had no idea that someone was starting a literature club. But that's my fault, since I haven't been paying attention to any of the club recruitments. I only found out because Yuri glances at Monica. Monica? Monica came into my classroom and put the flyer on my desk. Suddenly, Yuri's face darkens, and she shakes her head at herself. I was so stupid. I got too nervous and couldn't even look up, so she just walked out. It took me several days just to come here because I was afraid that Monica told everyone how inconsiderate I was. But I decided that was probably irrational. Wait. No, that was totally my fault. I felt so bad about interrupting you that I just like walked out. I was actually really hoping that you would come by. Yuri exhales in relief. I always seem to interpret things as the worst possible scenario. Well, I was really nervous to come here for some other reason too. Such as there being too many people. Not that I mind that much, but I have a really hard time having to meet a large number of new people at once. So it's actually amazing that it's just the two of you. I definitely came at the right time. Ah, that makes me happy. I'm proud of you for working up the courage to come. Yuri smiles warmly to herself. I've never really had the privilege of sharing my interests with others before. It's so hard to find others who are into the same things as I am, you know, except online. So I thought the literature club would provide a chance for me to do that. What kinds of other things are you into? Like, genres? I don't know, just anything, even if it's not literature. Oh, it's just things you would think are dumb. Sayuri pauses, a look of concern on her face. How about I'll tell you about something I'm into, and then you can tell me about something you're into? I suppose that would be okay. Okay. Well, I'm pretty into like crafty things. Like making cute little collages and decorating things like cards or jewelry boxes. My room's always cluttered with random stuff because I keep buying things to make gifts for my friends. But then I put it off until the last minute. So yeah, that's something kinda silly that I'm into. You sound quite creative. Not that much. It's just, you'd be surprised by how much you can do without scissors and glue and stuff. So, I have to share something that I'm into, right? Sayuri nods. Well, I guess I'm into nature. I love nature. Monica, I'm gonna start a nature club. No, you're not. You're stuck here with me now. Am not? Oh yeah? Well, I hereby appoint you as vice president of the literature club. There. Now you're stuck with me. That's really funny. I love that interaction. Talking about being stuck with anyone. It's time again for our break. It's top of the hour. So I need to be back in 3 minutes because Twitch ads. Sorry about that. And yeah, I'll see you in 3 minutes. Take care. Let's do some more drama here. Hey, don't give me responsibilities. Oh, I'm sorry, Yuri. I interrupted you. Go ahead. It's fine. Yuri pauses, feeling awkward after having gotten cut off. I like going out in the woods or to the park, just places where you can walk or sit and not have any people around. It's peaceful. Just nice to kind of remove myself from everything that matters and let my racing mind operate autonomously for a while. When do you like to do that? It just depends on my mood. After school on the weekends, whenever I feel like I need it. Wow, I feel like I should never have the time to do something like that. I would, not should. I find that we have a lot more time than we think we do, if you don't let it slip through your fingers. The three continue their conversation, led primarily by Sayuri, but with Monica chiming in every now and then as well. Monica had intended to leave it to Sayuri and focus on her own work, but she found it difficult not to join in. Before they knew it, the end of the day was upon them once more. Oh, it looks like we should be wrapping up for today. So, are you two going to be starting on that book in the next club meeting? That's the plan. I'm so excited. Sayuri beams. Yuri collects her things. Once packed, Yuri waters the waves to Sayuri and Monica with a gentle smile. Bye! As Yuri exits, Sayuri enthusiastically returns her farewell. Once again, Sayuri and Monica are left in the club room. Sayuri, you're a lifesaver. I didn't do anything, I just talked. Still. Besides, it really lifted my mood. It feels really nice when I can put my energy toward other people like that. She was really excited to be included, you know. It made me happy. Well, there's no doubt in my mind that she'll have a great time here, with you engaging her. How are you feeling about starting the book with her next meeting? I'm kinda scared, but I think she'll be able as long as I'm trying my best. She'll be happy as long as I'm trying my best. I think you'll do great. After the surprise of a new club member, it seems like everyone has their spirits lifted, with something new to look forward to. As soon as Yuri appeared, I'm like, you know, slightly more disinterested. It is weird seeing her being that open though. Like, when the main character came in the main game, she was completely closed off. And until that point, you would think she, you know, gotten more open-minded about helping other people and stuff. Like, not helping, but talking to other people. Like, you know, she was still being all, you know, weird about talking to a new person. Even though it worked pretty well over here if it was, you know, about the books and stuff. So it's really interesting to see that she was actually open-minded and stuff before the main game happened. Which I'm, again, assuming that the side stories are like basically the prequel to the main story. But, you know, it's sad it's not, but, you know, it just feels like, you know, the club started, Monica and Sayuri opened up the club together, then Yuri came in, then Natsuki came in, and they have a few interactions, and then the main character came in and fucked everything up, basically. Swallowing the anxiety, Yuri makes her way to the club room, expecting to be the last one to arrive. As she opens the door, she's surprised to find only Sayuri in the club room. It's club time again! Monica went to the computer lab, so it's just us today, is that okay? Yuri silently nods, unable to make eye contact. I'm sorry about yesterday. Huh? Sayuri tilts her head, unsure of what exactly Yuri is talking about. Well, I mean the way I got overly excited to share my box and how you had to stop me so we could talk first. It was so inconsiderate of me. I got too excited and forgot to think about everyone else in the club, so... Yuri, you didn't do anything wrong. I thought it was cute how excited you were. Well, still. I think I changed my mind about the book. We don't have to read it. Huh? Well, why? Because I know that you were just humoring anyway. Humoring me anyway.
Happy birthday!
I was just waiting for it. Thank you, Jules. In retrospect, it's rather obvious that nobody was truly interested. But if you like it so much, then it must be worth sharing. I've already decided I'll join the club, so you don't have to try so hard to entice me. That's not what I was doing. A moment of uncomfortable silence stretches between the two of them. Well, the thing is, we don't even have any club activities yet. Even half asleep, I can still do that. Also, you aim pretty good on your phone, though. I'm very proud of you. Is aiming on the phone easier than on the PC, or what's happening there? So, it just sounded like something fun that we could do together, reading your books. You know, like, as a club activity, that would be okay, right? Well, you gotta open the phone on, the stream on the phone then to throw it every time. I don't make the rules. Why am I being so resistant to this anyway? It's exactly what I wanted in the first place, and you're being so nice about it. I really don't know what's wrong with me. I'm sorry for being like this. You don't have to apologize. Just tell me if there's anything I can do to help you feel more comfortable here. Sayuri pulls her desk up against Yuri's and sits next to her. The book in question is already on Yuri's desk. Peering over, Sayuri reads the cover of the book. Dusk Bell. Part 1 of the Everlast Saga. Aha! It's Dusk Bell by Annabelle! Okay. You know what? That is funny, but Yuri will not appreciate that. She remembers that, you could say. Sorry, I'm ready now. Oh, right, I should probably get some paper. Yuri grabs a spiral notebook of hers and tears out a few sheets of paper. Oh, wait, how come you need paper? Oh, it's useful to draw things out sometimes, like maps, timelines, family trees, or just making notes. Notes? Yes, that's an effective strategy. Exactly. I'm sure it will be especially helpful for someone new to the genre. Sayuri's joke flew completely over Yuri's head. But thinking about it, she decides that it's probably for the best that it did. Well, I'm not used to having company through this, but I'll try to help make it as accessible as possible. I trust you, you're like super smart. Oh, please. Yuri tries to dismiss the compliment, but she cannot hide her smile and light blush. You cannot generalize in intelligence. I'm only smart in the things I have a lot of experience with. Contrarily, I'm awful at anything involving real people. That should be evident enough from the 2 days I've spent here so far. So in my eyes, it's everyone else who comes off as smart. Especially you. No! Sayuri rubs her shoulder against Yuri's. You're such a sweetheart when you're not being shy. Anyway, would you like to get started? Okay. After the minor diversion between them, the two get back on track with their planned club activity. Yuri begins to guide Sayuri through the basics of the fantasy world her story takes place in. The more of it she details, the races, the factions, history, elements of magic, the more questions Sayuri seems to have. But despite Sayuri's expectations, Yuri eloquently guides her through it in a way such that it's fun to follow along. It becomes evident that the world-building aspect of the story, not just the story itself, is one that Yuri finds a passion leaning towards. How do people come up with this stuff? It's like the exact opposite of the kind of writing that I do. What kind of writing? Oh, like poetry and stuff like that. The things I write are just putting down the feelings that come into my head, you know? But this is like... there must be so much planning and hard work. Oh, you're into poetry. I think there's an appendix that includes some of the kingdom's written works, like poetry and folk songs. No way. Yuri giggles, filling Sayuri's heart with happiness when she realizes it's the first time she's heard Yuri laugh. It means Yuri must be having fun. Anyway, I think we can get started reading now if you're ready. Okay, but I cannot read very fast. Oh, that's fine. I'm very patient. Patience is something I pride myself in. Ah, I see. Sayuri jots Yuri is patient into her notes. Hey, that's for the book. I'm just kidding. But I'm kinda glad you're patient because I need that sometimes. A lot of times, actually. Sayuri flips through the first few pages on the book, getting past the table of contents. Okay, chapter 1. The room becomes silent as the two of them begin to read. But the silence only lasts for a moment before Sayuri speaks up again. What does vindicated mean? Oh well, in this context it essentially means that he was proven innocent. It's okay to ask questions, right? Of course. Sayuri turns the page. Are these footnotes? A lot of the dialogue has cultural references that require explanation to be understood. Ugh, no. Can we not? Can we delete Yuri from the game? Is that a thing we can do, or you know? Meh. Let's send down Shibameister. That's more horror than Monica. Are we real? The two continue reading. Yuri's relaxed expression remains unchanged. Meanwhile, Sayuri's expression grows tense as she tries to make her way through the dense text. Up until now, the expressions had been reversed, with Sayuri easily navigating social situations and Yuri struggling in them. But the tables have turned. Wait, are they talking about the past right now or the present? Where? Right here. They're talking about the past. These paragraphs are describing a flashback that Barnes is having. Okay, thanks Erfolgsbegleiter, I appreciate you hanging all day. That was, I appreciate it a lot. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, mate. Thank you. But they didn't tell me that. It's implied from the context. Sayuri rubs her temples. The two of them continue, with Sayuri asking fewer questions. She begins to understand the value in the notes, and she finds herself referring to them somewhat often, and even adding to them. But her reduction in questions comes not from her getting used to the reading, but rather from her fearing that she'll come across as stupid. At last Sayuri reaches the end of the chapter. I think we can stop here for now. Okay. Sayuri takes a deep breath and closes what little of the book she's gotten through so far. So, what are your thoughts up to this point? Sayuri tries to find words. Am I doing well so far? Huh? I'm not sure I understand. Oh, I don't know. When it takes me so long to read and understand things, it makes me feel really dumb. But I really like how into it you get. It makes me want to keep going and keep doing my best so I can see it in the way that you do. The relaxation in Yuri's expression fades. I see. Yuri quietly gathers her things. We can continue tomorrow, right? Yuri pauses, then shakes her head. We can do something else tomorrow. But... I'm sorry. Wait, sorry for what? I don't understand. I'm sorry. I don't want to do this anymore, that's all. I'm sorry that I made you. Yuri leaves. Oh, shit. You weren't making me. Sayuri is left alone with her words. How did this happen? We were having fun just a second ago. It's my fault. I said something stupid and hurt her. I should have just told her that I enjoyed it. Monika trusted me with this. It's the only thing I'm good at and I still messed up. What if she doesn't want to come back? Drowned in guilt, Sayuri stares blankly at her desk, spread with notes. The book sits next to them. Right. If she wasn't coming back, then she wouldn't have left the book here, right? Unless she just forgot to take it with her. This is horrible. Was it really because she thought I wasn't enjoying our time together? Or maybe she wasn't enjoying our time together because I'm not good enough. I probably let her down so much by having trouble following along. Yeah, I'm sure if I was smarter, she would be having so much more fun. I need to do better for her. This also shows how this could spiral down. Like absolutely, man. Like the anti-synergy, if you will, that you could, you know, spiral down the other ones. Ugh, it's terrible, man. I hate it. Was that understanding part 1? I think that was understanding part 1. So let's continue on with part 2. For the first time, Sayuri is the first to enter the club room. Anxiety courses through her relentlessly. Will Yuri show up today? Sitting at a desk, she stamps her feet in an attempt to calm down. Why am I letting this affect me so much? I'm doing everything I can to make Yuri happy. But my best wasn't good enough. But it was still my best. But I'm letting everyone down. I'm always just a disappointment. Sayuri continues to wrestle with her self-deprecating thoughts. Every tiny noise causes her to lift her head in anticipation of Yuri's arrival. Minutes pass, and nobody enters the club room. Not Yuri or Monika. Gosh, I'm so late. Why did I offer to help those other students with their work? I'm such a pushover sometimes. It's going to leave such a bad impression on the new club members like Yuri if I'm not the first one there. Monika runs the corner, approaching the club room. As she does so... Yuri? Ah! Yuri jumps at the sound of Monika's voice. She's sitting outside the club room, against the wall next to the door. Embarrassed, she quickly closes the book she was reading and stands up. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry I'm late. You didn't have to wait outside for me. The door to the club room is open. It's not... Yuri stammers, unable to explain herself. She peers inside the classroom through the window, then looks away. Actually, I was wondering if I could help you today instead. Me? With club publicity stuff? Yes. Monarchy. Good. I keep doing that today. Monika is utterly confused. Why is Yuri asking this all of a sudden, when she was so eager to spend time with Sayuri before? Did they not get along after all? Monica looks into the club room herself to see Sayuri sitting alone inside. Okay. It's kind of a simple job, but I'd be happy for you to tag along. Me too. Monica is worried, but she finds it difficult to insert herself into whatever conflict that may have arisen. It's a little ironic, she realizes, that she could be so conflict avoidant after having been in the debate club. Okay, let's take a walk together. I just have to make copies of this new flyer, then go around the billboards and replace the old ones with the new ones. Yuri nods and the two sets off. Are they actually not saying hi to Sayuri that is brooding inside the classroom? You could just say, hey, yeah, we're doing this today, and you do, I don't know, stuff. Have fun, bye. Okay, I guess we're not. The two walk in silence. Without Sayuri, Monica finds it quite difficult to strike up conversation. So, how's everything been going? Fine. That's good. Neither of them follow up with anything more. Monica tenses up at the stinted conversation. How the heck did Sayuri do it? Sorry, I didn't see you yesterday. I went straight to the computer lab to work on the flyers. Sayuri told me. What did you two end up doing yesterday? Just some reading. Oh, I'm glad. It's really starting to feel more like a literature club now. Yeah. It's kind of funny. I felt so intimidated at first when I heard about the kind of reading you were into. But you know, it's kind of stupid of me because I'm just intimidated by things I'm not good at. It's silly to assume that everyone who comes to the club will just have the same interests as me. Uh-huh. Tell me more, Monica. But it's so cool that you were able to get Sayuri into it. It's like the club is working. I'm really happy about that. She's not into it. Huh? She's not into it, and I'm stupid for forcing it onto her. Yuri falls silent again, as if she started her thought but cannot figure out how to continue it. Did something happen? Yuri sighs. No, it's just me. Yuri pauses. Huh? I'm thinking. A moment passes in silence, then Yuri shakes her head. I shouldn't be complaining to you all of the sudden. Don't be silly, I won't think you're complaining. I just want to make sure you feel welcome. If it's important to that, then you can tell me anything. Well, I do feel welcome. Too welcome, I guess. It's not an issue with the club, it's just an issue with me. So I feel wrong to inconceive you with that. Monica pauses and thinks. Well, what if we put it this way? It's my job as president to understand the needs of the club members, right? We're going to have all kinds of people joining this club. Hopefully, anyway. And learning about the diverse needs and interests of everyone will help me come up with the club activities that everyone can be happy with. That everyone can be happy with? Not just only some people? Of course. I need to be looking out for everyone, otherwise what kind of club would it be? I see. Yuri looks a little more relaxed. It signals to Monica that switching from a sympathetic approach to a pragmatic one was a good choice. Each individual truly doesn't have their own needs. Okay. Yuri takes a deep breath. I'm a really weird and awkward person. I've accepted that about myself. I just don't know how to, I guess, connect with other people. How is it so easy for everyone else? How do you just make conversation about any arbitrary topic? I can talk for hours about the things that I'm into, but so much that I don't know when to stop. But for anything else, I just have no idea what to say. So I understand that about myself. I'm just not good with people. I cannot help it. So it feels like whenever I'm confronted with a new social situation, I'm either ognate? What the fuck is that word? Ognate? Okay. Ignored? Or made fun of? Or taken pity on? And Sayuri falls into that third category. What? Hold on. You're saying that Sayuri is taking pity on you? Yuri nods. I just want to be treated like a normal person. If you don't like me or you don't connect with my interests, then just tell me. I can accept that and move on. Sayuri is too nice to me. I'm so stupid for not realizing that she would just go along with whatever I pushed onto her. Nobody deserves to put themselves through that kind of discomfort just because they pity some weirdo who doesn't know how to make friends. It's the first feeling. I hate it. Yuri's sharp words cut through the tense air. Somewhere in the middle of the conversation, the two stopped short in the hallway, prioritizing the conversation over their original task. Monika looks at Yuri. Yuri only looks down with her fists clenched. I think you should tell her that. I could never say that to someone's face. It's pathetic. Sayuri is different. Making people happy is the most important thing to her. I'm sure that's all she's trying to do. So if you're able to explain to her what makes you happy, then she'll do anything to make it happen. That is the problem. What kind of friendship has one person always trying to cater the other person's weird needs? I'm sorry, I'm making myself sound so... No, I think I'm starting to understand. Monika hesitates to finish her thought out loud. It's something that Sayuri would be able to say better. Sayuri is someone who will give anyone however much kindness they need in order to smile. But Yuri, who has difficult accepting kindness, must be driving Sayuri to be even more assertive in her kindness, further exacerbating the matter. Neither person is to blame, but it's an issue that cannot be resolved without them understanding each other better. Sayuri wants to be your friend, I promise that. It's okay for different people to have different needs. I mean, Sayuri, she has her own needs too. But good friends work together and can be what they need for each other. You just have to have good communication and talk about it. I don't have good communication. Yuri stops and shakes her head. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. My head is just... it's so resistant to everything. Yeah, it sure is. Oh, man. I get that she's struggling, but man... I cannot get myself to like her. I think that's... So this story is the same just with Sayuri and Yuri. It's causing... and Yuri's... yeah, exactly. Yeah, like... If this is actually chronological, you would think that dealing with Yuri and Sayuri, the whole situation that's going on right now, would have helped Yuri understand what the issue with Natsuki is too. That just shows me that she's basically learn resistant. She's just, you know, taking the W's as they come, and if they're not coming, then, well, so be it. Kind of deal. So, you know, I'm pushing such a kind person away from me because of it. Yuri pauses to think. I'm so tired of the cycle I'm creating for myself. I think I'm so afraid of people pushing me away that I just push them away first. How thoughtless and immature of me. Yuri takes a deep breath and exhales. I didn't mean for this to turn into a whole venting session, but I understand now that I need to communicate with her. You're totally fine. For the club, remember? You're just helping make the club a better place for everyone. Yeah. Yuri falls silent again. She looks like she wants to say something. This kind of critical thinking is something that I'm really bad at. You know, about people. So, thank you. Anytime. Monika smiles at Yuri. For just a moment, Yuri finds it in herself to meet Monika's gaze, returning a shy smile of her own. Yuri and Monika finish replacing the old flyers with new ones. More accurately, Monika mostly did the work while Yuri followed along. But as the clubroom once again draws near, so does Yuri's confrontation. I cannot do this. Yes, you can. It'll be great. Yuri sighs and shakes her head. I'm never going to feel confident enough. I just have to do it. If I don't do it now, I never will. Yuri starts towards the door, but then turns to face Monika. You're not just going to wait outside, are you? I can take a walk. Want me to get a coffee or something? Actually, I prefer tea. I like to make my own dough, so please don't worry about it. Although I suppose that's one downside of reading here in the club or rather than home. I don't get to drink tea while reading. Sorry, I guess that has nothing to do with this. Oh. You know, now that you mention it, I bet we could get permission to keep stuff for tea in the club room. You can use like an electric kettle to heat up water, right? Would that really be possible? I'll look into it. I think it would be great. Yuri smiles and nods at the thought. Well, I'll be back in a bit. Good luck. Monika waves at Yuri, then turns around and departs down the hallway as Yuri's smile fades once more. A moment of daydreaming about tea isn't enough to save her from the anxiety of the task that lies before her. But it must be done. Taking one more deep breath, Yuri timidly opens the clubroom door. Yuri? Oh, wait, hold on, I'm not done yet. Yuri shuffles a bunch of papers around. Yuri stammers, her words suddenly caught in her throat. At that moment, she realizes how Sayuri has been spending her afternoon. I wasn't expecting you to come today. I was really hoping to make it all the way through the next chapter first. But I got most of the way through it. And look! Sayuri holds up a sheet of paper. It's a page of notes, beautifully produced with indentations, categories, and even color coding. As Yuri sees it, her expression shifts from anxiety to despair. I was afraid you were getting disappointed in me, so I've been trying really hard. Stop. Yuri presses her fist against her forehead. Please stop. I cannot take this. Yuri? Sayuri's voice quivers in shock after having received the exact opposite response she was expecting. I'm sorry. Sayuri looks away in guilt. Did I do something wrong? I don't understand, so if I did something wrong, please tell me. Yuri shakes her head. No, it's me. I keep putting myself in these situations where people are afraid to treat me normally. If you don't like this kind of reading, it's okay, please just tell me. I don't need to be treated differently just because I'm weird. But I don't treat you differently. I just want my friends to be happy. So I thought that if we did something together that you really like... I don't want your pity. Why did I do that? Yuri sinks to her knees. Her voice squeaks. I'm sorry. Tears of guilt and self-loathing begin to stream down her face. This isn't how it was supposed to go. Why is it so hard to just articulate the thoughts? Why do you end up pushing everyone away from you? Yuri's mind pounds with internal accusations as she shuts her eyes, unable to face Sayuri or the rest of the world. She should leave. Just escape from here before Monika sees her like this and before Sayuri tells Monika what she did. But before Yuri can put up any strength into her legs, she feels a warm pair of her arms gently wrapped around her from behind. It's okay, Sayuri whispers in a soothing voice. It's okay. It is okay. Overcome by despair, Yuri finds herself unable to protest or pull away from Sayuri's kind gesture. Yuri sniffles, breathing heavily through a clenched throat, trying with all her willpower to control herself. I understand. I understand that the things you're feeling in your head are different from the things you're trying to say. I know that must be what you're feeling right now. I promise, I understand that. So I'll give you as much time as you need. When you're ready, just tell me your feelings and we'll talk about them together, okay? Yuri sniffles again and nods her head. She gives herself a minute to compose her thoughts, then speaks while steadying her voice. I think that I've gotten so used to people being weirded out by me that it feels like anyone who's nice to me is just doing it out of pity. I'm so horrible with people. So it makes me not want to believe that someone can actually like me for who I am. Yuri pauses, but Sayuri doesn't interrupt. Rather, she waits for Yuri to continue. I got so excited when I joined the club. I thought that it was finally my chance to make friends through my interests. Because my interests are the only things I know how to talk about. It's all I have going for me. But then whenever I catch myself getting overly obsessive in front of other people. It feels like I'm making a fool of myself. I hate myself for it. Ultimately, I just want to be treated like a normal person, but how am I supposed to expect that when I can't behave like one? I just want to learn how to get along with people and stop ruining things for myself. That is all. Yuri finishes her thoughts, feeling more steady after having gotten them out. Sayuri, who can feel Yuri's breath rise and fall from beneath her arms, realizes that as well. Thank you for helping me understand you a little bit better. You know, you were so great at helping me while we were reading, so I'll help you with the things that you need too. But I feel like it would be just so frustrating for you with how much patience I require sometimes. That sounds kind of familiar. I couldn't stop worrying about that while we were reading. I was so afraid you would get frustrated with me, but I would never do that. I did my best to reassure you by mentioning how I have a lot of patience. Yeah, I know. But my irrational fears just won't be quiet sometimes. I'm sure it's the same for you, right? Yeah. Irrational fears. Well, you know, there's no way that you could frustrate me, because I already like you as the person that you are. I know you said you have a hard time believing that, but I promise that it's true. You don't have to be a social person for people to like you. I think you're really considerate in your own way, you know, worrying so much about people's feelings. We're all kinda weird, it's a literature club. But it's the best part that we're all different and have different interests. Like, about the book. I'm reading it because I want to. I promise, that's what I really want. It's a bit of a struggle, but I try not to mistake that for me not enjoying it. I mean, we could never discover new things if we didn't try them first, right? I want to learn the reasons that you love it so much. And in the end, if it's not for me, then I can say that, but I'll be glad that I tried it and learned more about you. Plus, you're like super duper smart, and I want that to rub off on me, okay. Yuri fights back a smile at the comment. Already, the heavy atmosphere surrounding her seems to have evaporated through the caress of Sayuri's arms. Your hair is so pretty. I always wanted long hair, but I was awful at taking care of it, so I cut it all off. Yuri's tension relaxes. For once, she feels okay just listening, rather than worrying so much about saying the right thing. Sayuri, sensing Yuri's comfort, lets her rest. It must be so difficult for her to feel relaxed around other people. But if the club can make it happen, then it's something that she deserves to experience. And you're gonna tell me that after this whole conversation she's still, you know, not... She's still going in having the same issues. Like, I'm not saying she needs to have it fixed immediately or whatever, but I cannot see any progress between here and, you know, after. With Natsuki, with the main character, if it's even related to the main story, but we know it isn't, but same thing. Like, after having this kind of conversation, I feel like there needed to have been something. Like the whole thing between Natsuki and Yuri, that she doesn't like manga and she feels offended by not being respected and not being nice and whatever. Like, it's literally the same that it was here. And instead of realizing that, she's just like, oh shit, guess that happened. So I'm not sure. I don't think I can actually... I don't think I can bring myself to actually see the character develop. The character that is Yuri. Like, Sayuri doing her own thing as usual and, you know, making people happy and... I feel like it's for nothing, whatever Sayuri does here. And that makes me kinda sad. Like, they're having this moment here and you don't see any progression, and, you know, Sayuri has been trying because of her own issues and whatever, but man, it's terrible. I cannot find the words how disappointed I am. I'll be real. Based on my understanding of your feelings, I suppose I wouldn't mind if we were to continue reading. That is what I wanted to hear. But we can stop at any time. If you truly don't like it, please be honest about it. I won't be offended. Well, you kinda offended with Natsuki. Then again, I guess Natsuki hasn't read the first chapter, I guess, with notes and shit, but... you know. Of course. I'm not gonna judge anything this early on though, so we'll just see what happens. Oh, it's not good to touch people without their consent first. Oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. Oh, you didn't. I mean, I suppose it was kind of nice. I was just saying. I'm back! Monika's back! I haven't seen you, like, at all. Sayuri trots over to Monika. Ah! She whispers loudly. Can I hug you? Sure, Sayuri. Sayuri wraps her arms around Monika. Oh yeah, Yuri. It might be good to know. Sayuri can be kind of a hug monster. Ah! Hey, don't call me a monster! Artemis is a monster. If he inherits the kingdom, it could spell disaster. Yuri laughs. Monika perplexedly looks between the two of them, then smiles. Well, I'm glad you've been enjoying your reading so far. It's like our first real activity as the literature club. About that. Well, you've been so patient with exploring my interests. I think that it would be inconsiderate of me to not return the favor and learn about the things that you like. Yes. Do you like poetry? Okay, and this is how the whole thing starts, I guess. Yuri smiles. Okay, so this is how the poetry in the literature club started. Got it. Simply put, it's not our job to arbitrarily decide upon some code of ethics just because we're the first ones to do this. That's the government's job to figure out, long after we've made enough headway for it to no longer apply to us. Okay. It's fundamentally flawed to apply ethical reasoning to this anyway, because humanity's code of ethics is based upon nothing more than our knowledge and understanding of life forms similar to ourselves. We don't have ethics for killing bacteria or plants, only for the creatures that we convincingly project our emotions onto. The humans in our virtual machines operate completely different from us on a fundamental level, and therefore should not be taken any more seriously than a machine that's programmed to print "I feel sad." We're engineers, not philosophers. Okay. Interesting. That is very intriguing. I wouldn't know how that actually works though. Okay, we have 5 more to go. I think that we are going to do this another day. We're gonna do one more Doki Doki stream with the side stuff. Because I'm getting really tired and hungry and everything else. So I think I'm gonna be calling it here today. So let's put up some music. And I appreciate every single one of you that has been stopping in today and been enjoying the video game for me. Let me see if I can find someone to raid. I cannot find someone to raid. I guess we will watch some animals today. How about that? I'm always happy watching some raccoons and stuff. I think at the moment it's squirrel time, or maybe not. So yeah, I appreciate all of you. I'll see you when I see you. Stream probably Friday, maybe earlier if I feel like it. Okay?